They should consider replacing. Who's the girl that a dad always uses?
He used to love Charlotte. She looks fine on there, and still there she looks like she's got like these massive lips. You're just like,
but who's
Botox lips.
the jobber that he put against Charlotte, and then the jobber beat her?
Penelope Perfect.
Penelope Perfect.
And then he's got that something B too.
Oh, Quinn B.
Quinn B and Penelope Perfect.
B kept shaking him down for money though. Penelope Perfect, she
just is happy. She's so happy.
He pushed Penelope Perfect to the moon because didn't her and Charlotte have like a 4-star match or something like randomly?
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, Penelope Perfect." They need to bring it. Penelope Perfect could be an NXT character.
She
too.
really could.
It's got the vibe of an NXT character.
I mean, she wears like the little scarf, like the cardigan around her neck and everything.
The waspy scarf, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Quinn B, Penelope Perfect, Chester the Molester.
Oh, Chester the Molester has to be one. Absolutely.
Who else? He has that one guy that was the caveman. I don't remember who that.
Yes! Wait, he got the.
It's clearly a ripoff of Jack Perry. I can't remember who that guy was.
He got like a couple more. All he has are jobbers.
Just fills the roster with jobbers, hoping that they'll win. Because why do you think he does it to be an ass, or do you think he does it to be like cheeky? Like, I'm gonna like push all these jobbers, and it's gonna be cheap. Because he is always like, I want to be cheap.
He's being cheeky.
Is it because my roster has like...
It's because you spend too much money.
I have no money. I can't even buy a jobber.
You can't even buy a jobber.
Yeah. Dad and his jobbers.
It's amazing. But you never can get a good one.
It's can't.
Very difficult to get a good one.
And Dad always takes all the good ones.
He does.
Speaking of jobbers, I am Kevin.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is Shelf Life, a podcast brought to you by our brother and sister team who always start off matches doing catch-as-catch-can, mat-based style acrobatics that eventually climb and climax into high-flying, high-risk stunt work.
That's right.
But also go through pop culture one at a time to no matter the medium or genre, to determine whether or not the subject at hand belongs on your shelf. And yes, folks, if I sound slightly different on this particular episode, it's because I have a cold. So if I don't cut out all of the coughing and sneezing, well, I apologize. But we needed to get this one done because, Rachel, it is time to put our working boots back on. What is up for contention to the shelf today?
We are going to be going to the 2014 WWE NXT Takeover.
The original, or not the, well, we covered NXT Arrival. This is the first show with the NXT Takeover branding, and it is simply that, NXT Takeover. Mm-hmm. It's been a while since we've done wrestling on the show, Rachel. A few volumes now here. Yeah. Volume 8. Number 8. And I think previously we did what? Like Volume 5 was the last wrestling show we did.
I think
part of that is because of our moral thoughts on where WWE in particular is at this moment.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm completely lapsed from WWE. Like, I kind of know from like the internet what's going on in WWE, but I have not watched it probably since WrestleMania.
I know. I didn't even watch WrestleMania. The only intake of wrestling I have gotten is us playing the video game.
The video game, which is good.
Probably better than what's happening on their show.
The GM mode is really fun on that game.
Yeah, I will say that.
That's a good one for streaming. I think you could definitely do that one on your channel.
I can't do that by myself. Who's gonna play that with me? Nobody's gonna play with that with me. It would be the weirdest thing for my channel.
But Rachel and I have talked about our enjoyment and our love for NXT Black and Gold in the past. We went to at least a few takeovers in that time period. We went to house shows. We really enjoyed NXT. This is the NXT in its infant stage as it's doing Takeover. And we're going to go through all the takeovers on the show eventually, but this is the second NXT Takeover that we're really doing, which is the titular Takeover show. And it's a good time to be trying to do this with wrestling because, like we said, of what WWE is becoming. Because, Rachel, if there's anything that encapsulates our thesis statement of wanting to have the item on your shelf, to preserve it, to keep it in its original form, and make sure that you have it because they can take it away at any moment, it's the WWE library.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going to happen to AEW's library because of the WB sale.
Right.
The WWE library has been massacred at this point. We were shocked. Rachel and I watched this on Peacock. It's not going to be on Peacock by the time this episode drops. They did put this on YouTube, so you can watch this whole show on YouTube.
Right.
But the NXT Week to Weeks, maybe they're on the CW streaming app? I don't even know. They took everything off of Peacock. It's now with Netflix, or it's with ESPN, and by God, what a piece of shit. Worst streaming app in existence is that ESPN app. And try to sponsor us, assholes. They have the absolute worst streaming service. $30, and you have to pay more if you want to watch, like, football on it. It's a piece of shit.
That's, like, the only reason you're going to get it. Well, who else?
Yeah.
What are you going to watch, the Ocho? Nobody's on there for the Ocho. They're on there for football.
I don't need to watch college lacrosse games on a fucking random Wednesday night.
God.
It's stupid. It's overpriced bullshit that WWE attached itself to. It's dumb. But because of that, their stuff is so scattered about.
Yeah, because they haven't had their network in a long time. That's where they used to have it all just together.
And that was it was great. It was great as a fan of wrestling. Because it was like the history of wrestling was on that damn thing. And maybe they'll do something with it. A lot of people speculate that they're going to build up YouTube to have like a premium YouTube channel where it's like all of the old stuff.
Sure.
Which, fine. And then maybe like, it's after it's a year old or something, you move it from ESPN and Netflix over to that. That would be great. I would be totally fine with that because then it would be just like the network. My problem is, I wonder if you're going to get shit with Chris Benoit in it. If you're going to get shit with the craziness of the Attitude Era.
You're saying they're going to censor it. They're going to censor it completely, which is possible. Absolutely possible.
Which is part of our thesis statement. So that's why this is actually a pretty good, and because of where it's at in the zeitgeist right now, because TKO, which owns WWE, has decided to go completely greedy with all of this by breaking up the stuff.
Unsurprising.
Doing events in Saudi Arabia, all that kind of stuff at the time of this recording. I mean, who knows if you're listening to this years from now what's happened, but I think they're trying to get as much money out of the thing and sell it. So then who knows what'll happen to the library rights. This is a perfect example of, if you like something, finding it and making it your own so that it isn't on the cloud somewhere.
Right.
Where you don't know what you're really watching. And that's why we have to do these kind of shows, Rachel, because wrestling is an art form just like anything else. And I have a fear. I'm an NFL Plus member for Red Zone, and because I'll go back and watch like some of the games that are really good. I'm afraid that because ESPN acquired the NFL's library, are they going to get rid of NFL Plus? Are they going to get rid of Red Zone? Do I have to get this stupid fucking app? It's just all this cannibalization and all this digital shit, and unfortunately, the easiest solution to all this is the high seas are going to open up again.
Yeah, they probably already have.
You don't want to necessarily have to sail the seven seas,
well,
but
no,
like sometimes
of course not.
It feels like that's where these corporations are like
they're forcing it to happen,
gearing people to do it. You know,
they force your hand and then you raise the flag. I don't know what to tell you.
Sometimes that flag goes up. You hoist the colors and you
put
see
your
what
hat
happens.
On. Yo ho, yo ho. Like,
but that's all a preamble, though, just to tell you kind of like where wrestling streaming wise or finding these old matches is at the time of the recording. And Rachel, do you remember this show at all? Like,
no.
you wouldn't have been watching this. This is like in the area where like Dad and I would watch it. Like, you wouldn't have had anything to do with this.
No.
Yeah.
If anything, I don't even think you were like, let me show you something from it. I don't think that even happened with this one.
No.
Typically, that's
No.
how I end up watching something. Kevin's like, oh, you gotta watch this match. And then it's either we're gonna watch the whole thing or just the match.
There's one match on the Blu-ray that I have of the Best of NXT on this, because I think they tried to put all of the title changes on there. So the Charlotte and Natalya match is on
Sure.
the Blu-ray.
Makes sense.
Yeah, there's nothing from this show that I would have been like, oh, you like Rachel will love that.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing we could say is, like, how did we get from NXT Arrival to NXT Takeover? And I don't remember. Because and I can't find, and like you can't, I don't know where the hell the shows were. I wasn't gonna go back and watch all the shows between the February pay-per-view and the May pay-per-view.
Right.
What's the story of this show, Rachel? If you had to, like, say, what is NXT Takeover about?
Do you mean with the characters, or do you mean?
Yeah, no, like with what would you say, like, the main takeaway from the show is supposed to be?
That's a good question, Kev.
I mean, like, I know
I'm
that, like,
assuming
each
it's
match,
like
has
well, the whole takeaway from this.
I'm
guessing
takeover.
I'm assuming it's just to show who's truly in power in, like, the wrestling world of NXT. Is that kind of the idea? Like, who has the upper hand, who's taking the belt, who's...
I could see that being, like, the story of every show. I was trying to think of, like,
I
how
don't know if
you
you
had.
I have no idea
I was
what
thinking
you're
about
expecting
it too.
from me.
My thought is the main story is the women. To me,
okay.
like, it's not the main event.
It's not the main event, but
it's definitely about Charlotte.
It's a main event within.
I feel like it's Charlotte's ascension is
oh,
the main
absolutely.
takeaway.
The way that happens and how it ends, like how that whole piece ends, I feel like it absolutely is her rising within NXT.
And like the side story is Natalya and Tyson Kidd, who are married in real life and in the universe. Why? Because they were, like, kissing each other.
Well,
and stuff?
when she was, like, right there before his match, I was like, let me look this up for a second. And then I was like, okay, they're married. That makes sense. I understand now. Now.
It's like them trying to win the gold and the different ways that they respond to it by both losing is also like the next step. But other than that, it is kind of like Sami Zayn's continued underdog stories in this, Neville's continued reign as champion. But to me, like, the main takeaway is more like Charlotte is now the queen of NXT, and then Neville and Sami's stories, and Tyson Kidd's story really is also, like, part of this too, because Tyson Kidd becomes more evil as the show goes on.
Right. Was this his villain? The start of his villain story here?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
This is the start of his heel turn.
Okay.
You can clearly tell he's, like, playing smarmy, and then, like, as the match goes on and until his, like, reaction at the end, he, like, he's just more of a dick the entire time.
Sure.
Paige was the NXT Women's Champion. She got called up to Raw. She becomes the Divas Champion on Raw. They have to decide who a new NXT Women's Champion can be, because for some reason NXT never lets them be a champion on Raw and SmackDown and on NXT as well. That's just a running thing with them.
I guess
so
it kind of makes sense. Why would you be able to hold it in both positions? Like, that's like it's supposed to be like one level up. That's once you get it from there, that's a level up from NXT, technically speaking.
Technically, yeah.
So that's why it's like, well, you can't hold it here anymore because you're already up there.
Sure, and that's fine. Like, it's a fine explanation for it. I always think, like, that person should lose the belt. Sometimes they don't want them to lose,
right? And then well, yeah. I mean, in this case, that she is losing the belt only because she gained a better belt, technically speaking. Even though the legacy of the Divas Championship versus the NXT Women's Championship, I agree. Technically speaking,
to this day, yeah. So yeah,
I prefaced it, or
no, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, the NXT Women's Championship, even to this day, is still one of the probably most prestigious wrestling championships ever. There's been, like, a bad women's champion or two in NXT, maybe, but even in, like, the 2.0 era, it was, like, considered prestigious. Yeah, that belt gets more prestigious here tonight. So like they had to do a tournament to determine who the new women's champion would be, and it ended up in the finals of that tournament is Charlotte versus Natalya tonight at NXT Takeover. Sami continues his quest to try to not be the underdog anymore and to like raise his stock. Somehow Tyler Breeze in between these takeovers has more serious.
He looks so weird here.
Or taken more serious.
Yeah.
I guess. He's up for the number one contendership against Sami. And then Neville got challenged. Tyson Kidd was on Raw or SmackDown. He wants to make a name for himself, so he's coming to NXT to try to beat Neville for the title. Like, bring some honor back to his name, I guess, because he feels like he's not doing... Yeah. So
he's there
at
to
some
prove
point,
himself.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what was going on, I guess, to get us to this point. That's the start, or that's where we're at with NXT TakeOver. Rachel, anything else that we should discuss about the state of wrestling, NXT, past, present, future? Folks, I don't know how much Triple H voice I'm going to be able to do tonight, or any of the gruffness because of my voice. So Rachel's either going to have to do it, or
I can try.
It's going to be a little more subdued of a wrestling show, perhaps. But Rachel, anything else before we hit the break?
I don't know. Did you see Vince's newest video where he got into an accident?
His car crash?
Yeah.
That happened like a year ago.
Well, they finally released the video.
Oh, okay.
And he
was
was given some special treatment.
Oh, you think so?
Absolutely. I watched it. The frickin' cop to the person who got hit by McMahon, all right? Because she was just like, he was like swerving in and out and doing this. He goes, no, he was just driving fast. I'm sorry? A police officer is saying, no, he was just driving fast. And then didn't ask the woman if she needed an ambulance. Asks Vince McMahon if he wants an ambulance. I gotta get to my granddaughter's birthday.
Is that what he was trying to say?
Yes, that's what he said. Yeah, he's a scumbag. Anyways.
But anyway, that's wrestling.
Anyways,
it's just
so
a bunch of scumbags.
Scummy people.
So let's talk about
some possibly, I don't know if all of them, I don't know which ones are scummy anymore.
You have to just assume they're all scummy unless they
Let's
can
go
prove
talk
otherwise.
about scummy wrestlers. Woo!
When we come back after the break, we will dive into NXT Takeover.
I can't do it either. I can't do that voice. I don't know how to do it.
Takeover.
It
might actually
now
be
I'm just
better
doing
with
Batman.
my gravel voice. Takeover.
That?
Takeover. Now we're doing a Parks and Rec bit.
Hulk Hogan vitamins. All natural flavors, colors, and sweeteners with beta-carotene and no cholesterol. The new champion of children's chewable Hulk Hogan vitamins.
Let the parties begin. World Championship Wrestling presents the Bruise Cruise. Come join your favorite WCW superstars for autograph parties, beach parties, and much, much more.
We're having fun now.
Come aboard the fun ship Carnival and Carnival Cruise Lines, the most popular cruise line in the world. Call now for information and to reserve your place on the WCW Bruise Cruise. Be a part of all the fun.
Only on the Bruise Cruise.
And we're back.
Do you want me
with
to do it or you gonna...
NXT
Okay.
Takeover. See, yeah, it's as good as you can gonna get from me. It's Shelf Life, NXT Takeover. Shelf Life.
I'm just gonna keep doing it.
So we're back.
It's more entertaining than what's gonna happen. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
With another walkthrough. This time it is NXT Takeover from 2014. We got 5 matches. Are there 5 matches on this? I think there are 5 matches that we're covering here tonight. The big show, really big show. Not the big show. The big show's not.
I was gonna say well, it's the big show.
They weren't offering. There's no catering in the back, so he didn't show up.
That's understandable. I wouldn't either if there was no food.
Like, there's no food back here. It's the bit.
That sounded like Andre the Giant.
Yeah, well, whatever. No, Andre the Giant is more like this.
That's true. That's Andre the Giant. Yeah, that's true.
I was going to have a whole
seemed like a
box
nice
of
guy.
wine. So anyway, let's begin. This is NXT Takeover from, when did this first? This was from May 29th, 2014, from Full Sail University. Tickets started at $15, it says on the
wow.
poster.
It's a good price. Bet they're not anymore.
Compared to now, yeah.
Add a 0 to the end of that. That's where they're starting.
Yeah, at least. So the show begins with the WWE opening. It's my favorite WWE opening past the Attitude Era one. Rachel, you know the Attitude. This one is the dun.
Somebody
dun,
please animate
dun,
Kevin right now.
Dun dun.
We
As,
can't
it
play
goes
the
through
music.
history.
They would take us down.
That's right. As they go, so like this is the Then Now Forever intro though, where it shows like the history of wrestling and it goes through like the history of WWE rather, and it
Yes.
goes through and it says Then Now Forever. I like this one. I don't know if they still do this because, like I said, I'm kind of lapsed, but they changed it where like John Cena literally says Then, Now, Forever, Together. It just reminds me one of Stud Tug Speedman in Here We Go Again.
Here we go
But
again.
It's also
Again.
like you don't need to say the words.
No, just
Like
have them
it-
flash up on the screen. You're good to go.
It makes it feel like they're like, our fucking audience doesn't know how to read. Make sure that we have somebody actually say what the words are so that they know what we're saying.
That's a very now thing for them to do, though. If that's what they do now versus then.
Vince thought that everyone was an idiot that watched the show.
Well, I mean, if you
I don't
look
know
at
if
how
Triple H
media
thinks that.
is changing and is kind of like we need to spoon feed these idiots, these imbeciles coming to see our movies and shows.
Yeah.
They kind of are acting that way. Make me think. I want to enjoy myself and I want to think when
But-
I'm watching something.
But people are fucking stupid. And they need
They
money
ruin
from
everything.
the most people. So dumb people are ruining everything, yes. And TKO completely misunderstands the wrestling audience, too, nowadays, because it's just a bunch of fucking nerds that are into theater and
yeah,
theatricality.
I believe it.
But TKO thinks it's the same as the UFC audience. The opening package begins, and it shows the progression of wrestling. And the narrator says, "The only thing certain in life is change. Change is necessary. We must evolve or face extinction."
I kind of wish he said change is inevitable. Inevitable.
Inevitable probably would have been a
I like
better
that
word there.
word.
Necessary, though, because they're saying, like, we must change.
Like,
you
we're
need
forcing
change.
it. Yeah.
This was probably that period of time where I was getting it because, like, I had started working, and, like, when you get into the workforce, and, like, in college, they would say it a lot, too, where they're just, like, change is, like, so rapid nowadays. You just have to just go with the flow with change and embrace it. Mm-hmm. So, like, they're getting that across here, so you can kind of tell, like, what time period we're in here with that, too. It shows a bunch of the NXT wrestlers doing good on the main roster. It shows The Shield, Bray Wyatt, Big E, Paige. Change is absolute. And then we hear Triple H say, "It's like NXT is taking over the world." He has not changed, by the way, Rachel, either. If you see anything about WWE, he always is like, "Oh, I don't want to be in the front and center." And then, like, every single promo thing is him just on the fucking poster or whatever. It's like, yeah, you're
Okay.
still Triple H.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, Hunter.
A time for change our way. In a cold, calculated, exceedingly hostile takeover. And that's the beginning of the show. I always like the overly dramatic openings to the wrestling shows.
Yeah.
They're like stupid and like unnecessary, but they are a lot of fun when they do them like this. And Takeover's a good name for the show too, because they're taking over the WWE network,
right?
Because they're like having a special on there from WWE, but they're getting across to like NXT is going to take over the wrestling world,
right?
Like everyone coming out of NXT is going to be the next big thing,
right? And so we're the one that's creating the future,
right? So that's the idea here, and it's true. It's absolutely true. Without these shows, without NXT, you wouldn't have wrestling as it is today. It's a combination of like PWG, ROH, and NXT. And you would not have the landscape that you have. And New Japan. But I'm talking like American wrestling companies.
Sure.
We're in the arena at full sale. There's NXT chants. Rachel, the NXT arena, I know we've talked about it in the past, but I don't know if we described how this arena looks. Do you have any like thoughts about the NXT arena?
Well, it feels smaller.
It is smaller. It's not big.
Yeah, like they have like
it's a little studio.
It's like it is a little studio. It feels like a little studio. You have the ring right there, and then the bleachers don't go very far back. So you're like on top of each other, like right on top of the ring.
Yeah, I think it holds like 400 people, maybe 500 people. A black mat, gold ropes.
It looks pretty. It looks slick. I like how this
the black
is.
mat's so much better.
Always looks
and
cool.
they did adapt that under Triple H's WWE now. They have black mats. And it looks great. I love the black mats.
I think it looks nice.
The problem is that they put advertisements.
Oh yeah.
all over
Let's
the
not talk
mats.
about that.
And that's a problem. That's one thing I completely agree with Vince McMahon on. The mat should, at the very most, have the logo of your company, and that's it. Mm-hmm. It should not be cluttered with advertisements. That and his idea that like you should keep ticket prices at a reasonable rate for people to actually come see your show. But that's probably the only two things I agree with Vince McMahon on.
That's something that he said? Doesn't sound like him.
The TKO, one of the TKO executives came out and said Vince McMahon always kept the prices low for families, and we don't believe that. We think that we should raise the prices until people stop coming. They literally said that.
Wow. Fire that man.
No, you gotta remember, shareholders think, oh good, that means more revenue. Like, they don't think long term. They think short term. They only think short term.
They only think of themselves and their pockets. They don't care about anything else.
And it will backfire on them eventually, because people are going to say, nuts to this. They want to cater to the ultra-rich, because if they make it into a status symbol, like, I can afford to come here, that's what they want to do. It's like the Super Bowl or anything like that. And the problem with doing that is, yeah, great, you're making money, but your fan base is... The live fan base is so less passionate and into what you're doing.
Yes. It makes it so much less fun. It's so much less fun. You need those people who are like there to have an enjoyable time. It makes it way more fun for people to enjoy there or not, because you can hear how fun it is.
And that's what this crowd in particular is absolutely enhances this product completely. Because as annoying as I find the NXT audience sometimes, the crowd helps to make these shows memorable. The way that they're into everything really helps the atmosphere completely. Because it's small and it's intimate, but because all of the chanting and the cheers and the emotion that the crowd has, you don't feel like it's small when you're watching the match at all. It just feels like a ton of people are just into this thing.
Right.
It goes through the crowd, all these fucking Florida ham and eggers that you get here. This is the most Florida-looking crowd I've ever seen, Rachel. Like, it could not be anywhere else.
No, I think you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you're right.
This is Orlando. This is Orlando. That's what you're seeing.
Yeah, I believe it.
We immediately go outside. There are more fans that couldn't get in, maybe? Or,
I don't know. It looks like they have, like, a concert going. There's, like, music on, like, a stage. So I don't know if, like... Do they have wrestlers talking to them and, like, hamming them up outside?
Maybe.
For fun?
Maybe it is, like, a pre-show, post-show thing. And, like, some people, like, couldn't get in, so then they just have them, like...
Hang
out, after the
have
match, Sami
fun.
Zayn goes and does an interview or something. Yeah, something like that.
That's what I'm thinking it has to be.
But instead, we see the Rosebuds, Rachel, and the Rose Parade, because it is Adam Rose on his way to the ring. Rachel, I have Rachel explain Adam Rose. Add my notes. Go ahead. Try to figure this one out.
Ooh, Okay, well, his look.
Yes,
I also remember this. He's wearing a leather vest. He has long hair, half up, half down. He's
got a little pony. Yeah.
Yeah. He wears a rose around his neck. I know that's a part of his shtick.
I didn't even notice that.
At one point, JR, one of them, was saying, or not JR, because it's not JR. Who was it? Regal said something about the rose on his neck, like, oh, he must have touched it, and now he's gonna go nuts because you don't touch the rose on his neck. Yeah.
Oh, I did not. I missed that.
Yeah, there was something about that during the match. We'll get to it. He's got his whole like party posse behind him, all dressed up in different costumes.
It's like they're like a
Mardi
rave.
Gras rave.
I think it's supposed to be like a rave.
Yeah,
Mardi Gras thing.
Seems
it's
like
definitely
this free spirit kind of.
It's Russell Brand. I think it's supposed to be Russell Brand from like Get Him to the Greek. Like I think that's the forgetting Sarah Marshall.
There we go.
Like, I think that's the idea.
Okay.
Like he's a
got
South
a
African
lollipop
guy.
in his mouth.
He's got the lollipop in. Yeah, he's like this like sexually ambiguous
absolutely
character who wants to party all the time and has the party bus.
Remind me of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Interesting.
I was looking at his pants and I was like, his pants reminded me of that. Obviously not the pink, because they have like fire and flame and sexual, things to them. But like, I was like, it kind of reminds me of that just a little bit. But I don't know if it's just that sex appeal type of thing that's going on. That's why he reminded me of that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, and the hair and everything too.
Yeah, the hair.
So,
that's true.
This wrestler, Raymond Lapon, but is a South African wrestler. But he initially was in NXT under the name Leo Kruger, and he was like a who's the Spider-Man villain? Craven. He was like a Craven the Hunter type.
Okay.
Like he wore like the vest, like Craven the Hunter,
okay.
And the fur. Mm-hmm. That was the character. And then at some point, and I remember the introduction of Adam Rose because he had a slightly different theme song. It was "World Gone Wild" was the theme song. It was like an actual band song. The Rosebuds all came out with him. Then they carried him to the ring, and they like plopped him on the ring. Mm-hmm. And when he got in the ring to wrestle for the first time as Adam Rose, the crowd chanted, "That was awesome!" So like he was over from the start with with the entrance, and he should be. This entrance is fucking awesome,
right?
This
and you got Braun
great.
Strowman running behind you. You gotta have like a lot going on for you.
Braun Strowman. Did you see anybody else in there, Rachel?
That's the only one that I recognized right away. I kept thinking
there's one more very famous one.
Well, I might have noticed it when I first watched it. I don't remember now.
In the blue tutu.
No, who is it?
Becky.
It is Becky! I thought it was Becky for a second, and I was just like, no, it's not Becky. It is Becky. Oh my god, that's
Becky Lynch.
Funny.
Yeah, so
that's
like
funny.
Becky Lynch in the tutu, Braun Strowman is there. There's a bunch of other ones. I kept the one blonde. I kept thinking like, is that Alexa? I don't think it's Alexa Bliss. I think she's too tall, but I couldn't tell who it could be.
That's so funny. I kept thinking, and maybe this happens down the line, but
how far has Becky Lynch come that she was a fucking rosebud at the first NXT Takeover?
Hilarious. I love that. I kept thinking. And I don't know why. The second I saw them, I went, oh yeah, there's a wrestler in the bunny. The bunny attacks him.
Yeah, there was. Well, eventually that happens.
That does happen, right? Because I'm like, why is that in my head, that this bunny attacks him? That has to happen at some point. But it didn't happen here. But I was just like, I don't know when that happens, but I was like, "There's a wrestler there."
I think it happens on Raw. I think Dylan Gabriel, not Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel's the quarterback. Not Peter Gabriel. There is a wrestler in the bunny suit. So Adam Rose comes out the first NXT. He's way over. This is a Dusty Rhodes creation to the max. You know what I'm gonna have you do, baby? You're gonna be like, I thought I just got
Justin Gabriel.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you. You know what I'm going to have you do, baby? You know, we got you to have this Craven the Hunter thing. What I think is going to be so fun, you're going to be like a hippie, but you're not a hippie. So I was watching this movie, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. You watched it? It is a wonderful movie. It might be my favorite movie of all time. So here's what happened, baby. They're this like obnoxious
So glad
British
you could do
man,
Dusty Rhodes.
and he's like on drugs or something. I don't really know. I wasn't paying a lot of attention because I was dancing to the whole time with the vampire music and everything. So anyway, what you're gonna do, baby, is you're just gonna be that guy. But we're gonna like amp it up a little bit. You're gonna be like super into rosebuds and stuff. You're gonna clearly be tripping on ecstasy the entire time, baby. It's gonna be great. Yeah, this is a Dusty Rhodes creation.
I
I think
that.
he's been given credit for this.
That seems about right.
It's a good gimmick. It's a fun character.
Fun. Yeah.
And the crowd loves it.
Because it's just fun. Sometimes you just
The
need
music
some fun.
is great. They had to change the music because they couldn't get the band's rights to keep the music. So this is like a knockoff version.
Gotcha.
The real song is great. The problem, of course, is he goes to Raw eventually with the Rosebuds, with the bunny, and Vince McMahon doesn't fucking get it at all. And the crowd doesn't know what to make of it because it's a completely like this crowd is older and snarkier and ready for this type of stuff. The Raw crowd back then didn't know what the fuck to do with it, so it just died on Raw. And Vince had him turn heel, and the bunny turned on him, and he fought the bunny.
I remember that. I remember the stupid bunny thing.
It was bad, but here he is here, and he's over like Rover. He's super popular.
He's in his prime.
The Rosebuds have him dive off the apron.
Yes,
it's really good. It's a really good entrance. It's one of like NXT and Triple H loves his entrances. Triple H is very, very good at coming up with entrances, and this is one of his best works. Brandy Rhodes keeps her composure through all of this, Rachel, and I was like, Brandy, how are you not laughing hysterically?
She did keep smiling. I noticed that too. Because he would do stuff, and then she'd just be like,
he's dancing around. He like dances effeminately around the ring.
Yes.
Like he's got his hands out to like his.
Yes.
I'm trying to describe this. Like his arms are down, but he has his wrist cocked, so his hand is like at a 90-degree angle.
He's doing like he's swirling his arms. He's got them out all the way, and he like swirls them.
Yes, very much so.
I don't know how to explain it.
You could see how this guy could also be a Kraven the Hunter type, though.
Absolutely.
And they hinted before he got cut, and then I think he got accused of domestic violence and never wrestled again. God. Yeah, so...
God damn it.
Everybody's
a scumbag!
That they were gonna do like a Mick Foley type thing where he was like split personality, like between the Kraven the Hunter and Adam Rose, and that would have been even more fun because it would have been like a Dude Love Cactus Jack type thing.
I like that. Yeah.
Here comes
Nobody could
Camacho.
ever beat Mick Foley. Nobody could ever beat Mick Foley.
No, of course not. Mick Foley's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Absolutely. Anyways.
And one of the decent people in wrestling. We can say that.
That's true. He's a good man. Oh, he was a good man, like he's dead. He's a good man.
Now you cursed him.
I didn't mean to.
Here comes Camacho, one of the Inouye family, Rachel.
I'm sorry.
Is he wearing dress pants? I thought they were like khakis.
Yeah, but they're like dress khakis. Like they're dress pants. He's wearing a belt.
Well, because he's supposed to be like a Mexican gangster.
I know, but it just seems
he's
so
billed from
uncomfortable.
Juarez, Mexico.
Sure, it just feels very uncomfortable, but I guess they're stretchy.
This is a Samoan Tongaloa playing a Mexican because it's wrestling, and that's what you got to do.
I suppose.
This is one of Roman Reigns' cousins, Rachel.
He's a big dude.
Well, they all are.
They're all big dudes.
They say Camacho has had a problem with the carefree attitude of Adam Rose because he's, had to grow up in the mean streets of Juarez. The crowd chants "Party Pooper" at him. And one of Adam Rose's his catchphrase was "Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud." That was
Don't be a lemon.
Don't be a lemon.
Right.
Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud.
Oh my god.
Because you're a
open
sucker,
up versus puckering. That's how I say
it. They say this is where they say don't mess with the rosebuds, Rachel. I think that's what you were alluding to, maybe. They are just oh no, Camacho beat up some of the rosebuds, I guess. So that's what led to this match.
That also makes sense. That makes sense.
Adam Rose skips around the ring a little bit.
Skip around the ring. Skip around
the ring. Skip around the ring. They tie up. Camacho doesn't like partiers, is what the announcers say. That's the reasoning that they give here. So, I'm trying to describe this. Camacho has him in like a headlock from behind, like a sleeper hold-ish type thing. And to get out of the hold,
Yes.
Adam Rose rubs his ass against Camacho like the Prince basketball sketch from Chappelle's Show, and gets out of it, and then he jumps into Camacho's arms. Very odd.
And he's just like, yeah. Yeah.
So he's a cartoon character wrestler.
Absolutely.
He's a comedy wrestler.
He's trying to make the big, like, alpha males uncomfortable, I think is part of it.
A gold dust type maneuver,
Right.
if you will.
Absolutely.
The comedy wrestlers, when they're good, comedy wrestling works pretty well. Adam Rose would have been a good comedy wrestler in the same vein of a Danhausen or an Orange Cassidy or something like that. But this works fine. When he jumps into his arms, Todd Phillips or Byron Saxton, again on the call here, the two most bland people you could possibly imagine.
And William Regal.
One of our favorites. But the other two are bland as hell. One of them says, "What gets into the mind of Adam Rose?" And Regal says, "I don't know, but I wish I had some of it."
What goes on in the mind of Adam Rose? What is he doing?
I don't know it. I wished I had some of it.
Well,
It's very good. Camacho stomps on Rose on the ground at one point, and the fucking Kevin Dunn zoom in, zoom out.
You do.
It is awful.
Yeah.
Thank God that they have stopped doing this, because the second that Triple H fired Kevin Dunn's doofy-looking ass, they got rid of this stupid zoom-in thing, and thank Christ, because it is awful to look at.
This wasn't as extreme as they have done it, but yeah, it's the worst. I hate that.
They don't do it as bad on NXT,
Yeah.
but they still do the movement.
Right.
It gets nauseating
It does.
at WWE. Camacho shouts back at the crowd, "Party pooper this," which doesn't make a lot of sense, but I get that he's, shouting to the crowd, which I approve of. And he does a big double underhook suplex. Gets some elevation on this suplex, Rachel, and gets
Yes.
it too. Mm-hmm. Camacho gets him in a hold. Crowd chants the song. They're doing the
Yeah.
They're trying to get him hear it from the crowd, as
like,
you do.
You gotta get pumped up. You gotta get into it again.
One of my favorite things that you do as the live audience is to try to get the baby face up.
It is always fun. Yes.
They do it a little bit too much tonight, though, where they do some rest holds. That's, wouldn't you say? Lot of grappling.
But there's a lot of grapples, there's a lot of submissions happening this entire night.
In some of the matches, it makes sense, though.
Sure,
Like, Charlotte
fair
Natalya
enough.
should be a submission fest.
Absolutely.
But there are some where, like this here, where, like, most of this match is rest holds. Most of this
Doesn't have
match
to
is
be.
just Camacho holding him in a headlock most of the time.
Yeah, he's just trying to make him pass out the entire time.
They invite us to use the hashtag NXT Takeover.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, I mean, you can if you're following us on Blue Sky. We'll definitely have hashtag NXT Takeover. Crowd does the claps to get Adam Rose to come back, which, Rachel, I think we can demonstrate what those are, right?
Yes.
A wrestling staple. You gotta do it. We have to teach our part of the audience that doesn't know wrestling.
No,
Like,
that's fair. That's
There's
understandable.
a language to the art of professional wrestling,
honestly,
and there's a language that the audience conveys
Yes.
while they're in the crowd
Yes.
as well.
And I may not be like a crazy wrestling person, but when you get in that crowd, you get very excited. You just start you just join in. It's great. That's it. You just have to join in. Have some fun. You feel it.
yeah.
You know who you're supposed to be rooting
You
for.
feel it. You feel it.
Especially when you're with the right crowd.
No one other than maybe very little kids knows what's that, like, you're watching a performance.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because everyone just plays along, and
It's
you
just
really do.
fun.
You play along.
Yeah.
It works really well. And the more you play along, the better it is, too. Like, if you're really shouting, like, "You son of a bitch" to the heels and
Yes.
stuff, like, it makes it better. It makes it more fun.
Yeah.
And then Adam Rose, Rachel, hulks up.
Yeah, what was that?
What
is that?
was that?
He hits him in the head a couple times. And he starts going like he's having like a
hulks up.
fit.
Like Hulk Hogan or the Ultimate Warrior. It's very bizarre. It doesn't fit the
weird.
character at all.
Maybe that was just remnants of him being the Craven character.
A big boot from Camacho gets another 2.
He's going Craven. It's stupid. Moving on.
Good. He's going Craven. This is according to one of the announcers. Camacho believes in the dog-eat-dog mentality from Juarez, Mexico. He doesn't believe in partying.
It's fighting to survive.
That's right. This next chant by the crowd is awesome, and I wish that there was a character that could use this now because I really want them to bring it back. They do dueling chants where half of the crowd shouts party time and then the other half of the crowd shouts all the time.
Oh, I like that.
So it's party time, all the time, party time, all the time. And they do the clap to it too, because it starts party time, all the time,
yeah,
party time,
and
all
it gets
the
faster
time,
and faster
party
and
time,
faster.
all the time.
That so
was
good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That chant fucking ruled. I was like, okay, like that's where like when the NXT crowd would come up with some of this stuff, it was like, God, that's good. Like that's a good fucking chant.
To do. He's in a very precarious predicament here. Beautifully applied the single arm straight jacket hold there by Camacho. This is a difficult move to get out of.
The NXT universe here in Orlando certainly wants to party. Listen to these people.
I mean, it would have to be AEW now because I don't see NXT doing this, or WWE. NXT could do this type of character again. I don't see WWE doing it, but I want that chant to come back for some character because it's really good. Camacho beats him from gearing up again, and he does this big leg drop. Again, gets some elevation. It's Tangaloa. He's a good wrestler. He gets a 1. Saxton says this is like a new pledge breaking the frat rules.
What does that mean? I understand. Like,
okay, I'm glad that you also asked the question because I was like, why did he say that?
I understand that the stupid shit with fraternities is you punish the newbie to be because you have your stupid rules, right? You're supposed to punish them. But how does that fit here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
understand. I think it's because he's saying like beating up the Rosebuds. I couldn't tell if it was beating up the Rosebuds. I thought he was trying to say like Adam Rose broke the frat rules by doing something to Camacho.
I think that's what he's saying, which doesn't make any sense. And
yeah,
then I'm
I
like,
must have missed that.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe you said that at the wrong time there, because I don't get it.
Byron Saxton and Todd Phillips fucking suck. They're bad. They're so goddamn bland. There's nothing to them. They're not very good. I will take Todd Phillips and Byron Saxton, though, over the guy that does NXT now. I can't stand the guy that does NXT now. And we'll get there years from now, but every time there is a big Impact move, he does boom!
Oh, no.
It sucks. Let the fucking ring make the noise. You don't make the fucking noise. And he does it every fucking time, and I hate it. Anyway,
he wants that
I
to
don't
be
remember
his thing.
But
That's
but
horrible.
that, everyone knows what I'm talking about. That watches wrestling, and
maybe he doesn't deserve to have his name set on Shelf Life because he says
right.
boom. All right.
Rose gets some space and he hits some jabs and knocks down Camacho. A big spine buster, and Rose goes nuts. Charges into the corner, and he does a pose, and then he does this choo-choo, so I don't know if this was like some sort of thing that he did because the crowd knew to do the choo-choo noise.
Oh, maybe.
And then he does a Bronco Buster like maneuver where he stuffs his crotch. He runs from one corner of the ring to the corner that he has Camacho sitting in, stuffs his crotch in his face, like with all like his momentum. And then he gives the party foul to him, which is he just grabs him by the head and does a front-facing DDT cutter. That's called the party foul. I thought it was called the Rose Plant, but maybe that's a different move, or they renamed this to the Rose Plant.
Potentially.
Not the best move. I don't like this move. I don't like when any wrestler does it. It's a bad finisher.
Just feels kind of blah.
Shoots the half, gets the win. That's the end of that one.
Sure. And then here comes the party posse.
The
what
Rosebuds come again. The party posse. Ivan Miage.
Same idea. It's fine.
Yeah, the Rosebuds come back out. I felt so bad for Becky Because I also couldn't tell if Sasha Banks or Summer Rae were one of the other ones, maybe. But, like, Becky's, like, standing behind she's completely into this. She completely embraces what she's doing. She's, like, hopping behind the bunny because the bunny's, like, hopping.
I wouldn't feel bad for her then.
One of the greatest wrestlers of all time standing behind this bunny hopping in a blue tutu because she's not on television yet, as she's fully embracing being this extra.
They were
I don't
all
think she
kind
ever
of fully
thought that she was
embracing
going to
it,
be.
though. I don't think any of them.
Yeah, they all were.
Yeah.
They all were.
They're all in costume. If you're really hard looking, you're going to see somebody. But otherwise, they're like, this is just my character for tonight. Have some fun with it.
Regal says that he doesn't see one of the Rosebuds from the other night. There was a one-legged Elvis impersonator doing blue suede shoe, and he didn't get to see it.
Oh my God.
Rose dives back onto the Rosebuds, onto the ramp, and then they carry him to the back, all going backwards. And you can even see Adam Rose says to Braun Strowman, he's like, be careful, or like, watch your step.
Oh yeah, because they're going backwards.
Yeah, like it's actually pretty impressive that they go backwards the entire way through the curtain.
Yeah, because Braun is trying to make sure that they get to the flat surface, okay? Because they're going up a ramp, by the way. It's like a ramp to flat to back.
Yes. What a nothing match, though. I don't think you'll ever see Camacho again until he becomes Tonga Loa on SmackDown at some point. 12 years later. And then, Adam Rose is just kind of there. This was just to feature Adam Rose because they knew he was over with the crowd. The crowd would go nuts.
It's a good way to
start.
start.
They would do all the chants.
Yeah.
It gets the crowd into it.
You get them
That's
to
the whole
pop.
purpose. We see the announcers, and it's Bland 1 and Bland 2. With
and William Regal acted like a weirdo.
He's dancing to the song, yeah. They show an in-depth look at Sami Zayn. So this is the story of Sami from...
And this is when I went, oh, okay, I can really pay more attention now. I like Sami.
Sami Zayn, I mean, it completely fits the mold of one of Rachel's favorites,
I do
right?
love
Like
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn is a Rachel favorite character.
Absolutely.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah. The exact opposit of your Cyclopses is the other shelf of Rachel's fictional characters that she absolutely loves, which is like a Sami Zayn, Mick Foley.
They're just hanging out over there. Just like to think of these little characters just sitting on this end of the shelf like lee.
If anybody wants to get Rachel figures or Funkos of these
it.
characters so she can have
I'll make my shelves. I'll have the lowest shelf and the highest shelf, and they'll show my characters.
Sami calls NXT Arrival one of the best matches of his life as they show clips. As folks, we already covered it. Go back, listen to us gush, or at least me gush over that. I know I put that match on the shelf for sure.
I think it deserved it.
It's a great match.
If I didn't say that then.
That it did deserve it?
I don't remember. I'm assuming I agreed. I'm assuming it was probably fun enough because it's Sami.
He says that his rivalry with Cesaro put eyes on him, and they show him losing the match. As the saturation goes out, it's like does that boom.
Yeah.
Where, like it all like goes gray and everything.
Right.
He says that losing made him feel empty, and he needs to learn to lose before he can know how to win. So he's using this as an opportunity for character growth, Rachel.
Yes, it's a learning moment. Mm-hmm.
He says that over the years he's neglected a lot in his life. He hasn't been the best brother to his brothers or son to his mom and dad because he's been chasing that dream, and he's been running all over the world and stuff instead of being there for his family. This is his dream, like, to, become NXT champion, and this is his opportunity to do that. Then he goes into talking about Tyler Breeze, and he says that this guy, he does a Frank Costanza, Rachel. He knows what he's doing, too, because he goes, this guy is not my kind of guy. he completely apes the Frank Costanza line.
Oh, that's fantastic, though. And then this is when they show Tyler Breeze doing Duckface.
Yes, Prince Pretty is Tyler Breeze. He showed up at NXT Arrival as well. But yeah, he's the male model character. He says that him and Tyler are just different people, and he doesn't believe that, what goes on in front of his cell phone or anything like that. All that matters is what happens in the ring, and they're both looking for that belt. Mm-hmm. Brandy, who looks fantastic, by the way. Cody Rhodes should be on his hands and knees every fucking day, thanking God that he lives the life he does. She says that
that's Cody
Tyler
Rhodes'
Breeze,
woman, like that's his wife.
That's Cody Rhodes'
girlfriend.
That's Cody Rhodes' wife.
Okay.
Yeah, cause I got a son. He's a very handsome man. Maybe
she
you could
she
meet
is
him.
Gorgeous.
She looks great.
Yeah,
she's a pain in the ass.
She always looks like
but
amazing.
She looks great.
She always looks amazing. Is she a giant pain in the ass?
Well, in AEW, she was kind of a pain in the ass. She doesn't do anything in WWE. I think they told him no.
There you go. Yeah, they do this whole Sami Zayn like setup, and then it goes to this tag team match.
Yeah, wasn't that a little strange? I guess they wanted to.
I was a little jostled
important
by
stuff.
it. I was jostled by it, though.
Well, because she even says, I've just been informed that Tyler Breeze has entered the building, which was like a gimmick that they did at the time.
Yes.
I know it's stolen from some territory from the 80s. Folks at home remind me who that is. I know they used to do that with somebody at like WCCW or like the Mid-South or somebody used to do that. Mm-hmm. They go from like featuring Sami Zayn and Tyler Breeze stuff, and then they go into this tag team match. I guess they're just reminding you that there's like more important stuff. Like they're trying to like have it throughout the night so that it's not like all back ended. Maybe
I guess that's true. It's just I don't know. It was just kind of weird because then it was like Tyler Breeze has entered the. I was gonna say stadium, but that's not true. The building, and then
studio. He's entered the studio,
and then all of a sudden we have tag team TMT.
Rah 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 cha 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 cha. The crowd is going nuts because the Ascension are there, and here's their music and the tag team champions. I can't do the roar because they both go roar.
It's something like that
as they come out.
Yeah.
The crowd is still completely obnoxious with this chant as they were at NXT Rival, but they're back, the Ascension, because they're still the NXT Tag Team Champions. Except this time they're facing Kalisto and El Local, Rachel, or El Local.
Yes. That's right.
They're doing lucha chants on the way to the ring by
Yes.
pumping their arms one at a time, going lucha, lucha, lucha.
Mm-hmm.
So Kalisto's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Kalisto is okay. He's he's a luchador. He looks like a luchador. He's small though.
He's like a whip whip
maybe
around
smaller than
kind
Rey
of a guy.
Mysterio.
Yeah, he is tiny.
And El Local
Is a big guy.
is a fat guy.
Yeah.
And he should not be trying to wrestle like Kalisto, as is evidenced by this match.
Well, they are different body types, and different body types tend to have, their strengths in the match, or in the ring, I should say. That's
this match. I don't know how they put this
very
match together
different.
because it's completely backwards. They have the entire time Kalisto, the one getting beat up by the Ascension,
right,
and then the hot tag goes to El Local. And I guess it's supposed to be so that El Local takes the pin. So
I guess
Kalisto doesn't get pinned. But his hot tag sucks. And Kalisto could have been doing some flips and dives and bullshit, and then tag El Local back in to get the pin.
Yeah.
This is Ricardo Rodriguez, who was Alberto Del Rio's ring announcer.
Okay.
And I don't know if they just were like, oh, let's have you tag team with Kalisto or something like that. Eventually, Kalisto finds a better tag team partner.
Okay, good.
Eventually, he gets a tag team
like
partner.
An actual partner.
Because nothing against Ricardo Rodriguez, he was a very good character as the ring announcer for Roberto Del Rio.
Sure, of course.
He sucks in this match.
Well,
he drags this match down so badly.
If he could take the beating, he should be getting the crap beaten out of him.
He should be getting the beating.
And then it swaps so that we have Kalisto coming in, and he's like jumping around and doing all of his flips and stuff, and then it flops back, and it was like, oh, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have flopped back. But like,
yes,
I agree with you. But I don't know if he could have taken the hits, and that's why it was like he's just kind of there.
He takes that discus lariat pretty well,
I
or
suppose.
that STO.
But like, how much can he take? Because they have Kalisto like in weird positions and stuff, getting hit. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know if he would have been able to do that.
They're dressed in Mexico flag colors. It's all red, green, and white.
Very sparkly. Very fun.
They say that they're a brand new team that has called out the Ascension, because the Ascension have basically said, no one's good enough to beat us. We'll take on anyone. Bring it on. Anybody can challenge us. And Kalisto obviously has challenged them and said, I'll bring a partner, and then like got this fat schlub wearing a mask to partner with them.
Yeah.
The Ascension start beating them down right away, but then synchronized Hurricane Ranas that cause the Ascension to go out of the ring.
And then they start doing Lucha.
They do lucha, yes. And before the match, because the crowd's doing that,
Yes.
because of the Ascension's Connor, they're doing lucha to the yeahs, because they're trying to take over the chant.
Right.
No pun intended. And it almost works. The crowd tries to okay, I guess you're right. We probably should also chant for the faces.
Right.
I wrote in my notes at this point, Rachel, El Local looks horrible. So there you go.
Aww.
Good camera work on the uppercuts to stop the suicide dives.
That was
so
fun.
They do the Hurricane Rana as the Ascension go to the outside, so they're standing by the ramp, and you're anticipating that the luchadors are going to come through the ropes and do the suicide dives, but the Ascension stopped them with uppercuts before they can come through. And I thought that the camera angles were really good.
I liked having
there.
the camera there. That was really fun.
Yeah.
It was very cinematic.
Yes, very, very good. And then we get set into the match. Connor beats up Kalisto.
And that's it.
Yeah, and that's kind of the match. Byron Saxton talked to the Ascension earlier, and that he told them that they aren't afraid to get hurt. And Victor comes in and gives mediocre offense that Kalisto sells. Victor is the one that looks like a Paul Rudd type with a ponytail, versus Connor, who looks like a ogre type.
Yeah, that's probably the way to describe them. They have those weird chin beards.
You tried to break down what the Ascension are even supposed to be on our NXT Arrival show, Rachel.
Oh, that's fair. Good. I don't have to do it again. Thank God.
Rachel's because I still don't know. The problem with the Ascension, of course, is that they're very big in NXT, because NXT has a lot of small guys.
Sure.
And then they got to Raw and SmackDown, and they looked like just any other guys, and they can't sell this, powerhouse offense, because the WWE wrestlers are bigger.
Right.
They say that the competition in the tag team division has been lacking, because all of the teams are intimidated by the Ascension. So they give a reason for why the NXT tag team world apparently is not very good right now, because the Ascension have scared off all the tag teams. The Ascension's reign has now lasted longer than the Wyatt families, the announcers tell us. So they've surpassed the Wyatt family's record. Yeah, and they really shouldn't have, right?
It doesn't really make any sense.
I guess the problem is exactly what they're saying. There's no one to take the belts off of them.
Yeah.
So they need to build up these tag teams. It's almost like, yes, we understand. We need to build up the tag team division. At the last show, they had them beating up fucking Too Cool. At this show, they put Kalisto in with a fat, schlubby ring announcer, and they had told him, figure it out. They get Kalisto in a tree of woe in the corner, so they have him upside down, tied up in the ropes. Mm-hmm. I'm using this match to look up random facts, rather than actually watching this waste of time.
I was crocheting, so
yeah,
I used my time wisely as well.
They try to throw Kalisto out to the outside, and then they both go out there to beat him up. Mm-hmm. But Kalisto reverses, and he grabs Victor by the head by his because they throw him into the ropes. And I was trying to figure out the psychology of this move, Rachel. Connor picks up Kalisto.
Yes. Right.
He power bombs him, and you think it's going to be an apron power bomb like the Kevin Owens move. Mm-hmm. It's not. He hurls him against the ropes.
And he gets tangled in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess that's supposed to be it snaps his neck, because, snaps it against the rope. I guess that's supposed to be the psychology of it. Because he goes to do it again, and this time Kalisto, grabs it and holds on.
Well, no, does he do it twice?
Yeah, because he does it once and he hurts him, and then he's like, I'm going to do it again. And then that's when Kalisto counters it and grabs Victor's head and smashes it against the apron.
Okay.
So I guess that's what they're going for.
Yeah, because it's a bounce off, and then he hits the fence, and then it's he bounces him, and he gets stuck, and then he looks like he's going to hit him, but then he gets the reversal. Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's all the psychology is on that. It's just kind of bouncing you around, throwing you around.
Whipping his neck, yeah. Kalisto with a reverse Hurricane Rana, though, eventually, which is a good move. And he gets the hot tag, and Local goes wild.
Yes.
He misses a corkscrew pretty terribly, and the crowd knows it, and is he's so sloppy. He's very sloppy. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He's garbage.
Yeah.
He hits a moonsault, though. He is able to hit a moonsault. I couldn't hit a moonsault. Actually, maybe I could. I'd probably just break my neck. But I could do it. Kalisto comes in, to take out Connor, and then gets brought out, and then Victor hits a clothesline. They call it an STO because it's like a full-on, like, he like gets his whole body weight into it.
Sure.
Like, he falls down, too.
Right.
And then they hit the Fall of Man, which is that clip him out of his legs and then hit him high and low at the same time, which is not as good of a power move as it should be for the Ascension, as I have said before. And that's it. That fucking sucked. Get rid of El Local. He sucks. This match sucked.
It was boring.
It happened.
It was
What
dumb.
a waste of fucking time. This match should have been on, and it should not have been a
bathroom
takeover
break.
match.
Get your beer. Get a snack.
Yeah, not a good takeover match.
It's not very good. He cut his eye. Like there was a little
Yeah, he had a little cut on his eye
cut.
there. Yeah, but the Ascension celebrate, and they're like, who come find us? No one can take us. Whoa, is how they're acting.
Yeah.
I did miss at one point, Rachel, when the Rosebuds came out.
Yes.
Byron compares them to a circus, or he says that it looks like Kanye and Kim's wedding. So that's where we're at in pop culture.
Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting reference.
So that was the end of that match. Tag match happened. Who gives a shit?
Moving on. Now back to the actual thing that you guys were talking about in the promo right before the shitty tag
Well, because
match.
now they're like, okay, now TakeOver can start. Okay, we did your Adam Rose. The crowd got to have fun. Here's this waste of absolute everyone's time. I guess it's helping to build Kalisto, but I don't know how. And then, all right, here we go. Like, here's your TakeOver matches. And they feel like TakeOver matches. Sami Zayn and Tyler Breeze, Charlotte, Natalya, Tyson, Kidd, and Neville. Like, you get your 3 matches that matter.
Right.
And we get a little bit of Tyler, a little retrospective on Prince Pretty here, Rachel. Tyler's checking his hair on his phone while his phone is recording him, and there's this, like, pink light behind him, too. It's, like, so obnoxiously perfect there.
Of course, yes.
He says that he's the most super good-looking piece of gorgeousness that they'll ever see. There's this bit where he's asking Alexa Bliss before she probably mattered at all. We might not even know who she was yet, but it's Alexa. He's like asking her to take a selfie, and he's like, "No, not of me, or no, not with you, just of me, just of me." And it's just the most 2014 cell phone thing. It's got this like camera, but it's not the best camera. So like it's like this intermediate like time where we're like figuring out all of that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's 2014, and everyone has a cell phone.
I was about to say
and every
this
cell
part.
phone has a camera.
It's 2014. Everyone has a cell phone. Every cell phone has a camera. But not every camera is staring at someone who's gorgeous.
Oh, God.
People don't assume he's
what
he's
was
tough.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rachel.
No,
What were you gonna say?
are you about to do a second question? Because he says also yes. Like, what is...
No, yeah. What is the second question? Go
What
ahead.
was the
'cause I didn't
second
have that
question?
one.
I was trying to remember. Is it a distraction for the entire world? Again, yes.
We could use a distraction like Tyler Breeze again, Rachel. I think.
I 100% think we need a Tyler Breeze.
I think he might coach at NXT now. I'm not 100% certain on that.
It's like a very Zoolander character.
Yeah, it's Zoolander. That's the inspiration.
It's very
100%.
funny. It's funny though, because he does the face.
Yeah, he does the duck face. The Zoolander face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
People
like
don't
pull
assume
your
that
nose
he's-
down and do the duck face.
People
Don't even
assume
look
that
like
he's
me when I do
tough.
that. Ew.
Yeah, you're mewing. Isn't that what they call that?
That's like the
Looks
thing with
maxing.
your. It's like with this part.
That's all so fucking dumb.
It's all
Like,
dumb.
Folks at home, stop doing that. You look and you sound and you're acting fucking ridiculous. People don't assume that he's tough, but they haven't seen what he can do, and he's going to show them his beauty shot, which is his spinning heel kick. He does that's his finisher, is a spinning heel kick.
Right.
We saw Tyler Breeze a little bit
With his
at
fancy
NXT
pants.
Arrival, but now we're going to actually get to see him with his fans.
It's got his little feathers on like the strips on the bottom.
How do
fancy
you
pants.
wrestle with that too?
It's-
Like these.
It's like bell bottoms. I don't think that like gets in the
I
way.
guess so. As long as they don't like hit the bottom, I guess you're fine, right? Like as long as they're clipped so that he can move around in them. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
really
they're
matter.
not
I'd be
gonna.
trying
They're
to
not.
grab
It's
him.
not like he's gonna like land. He's not gonna walk on them or anything. They just.
Yeah,
they're just
because he's
for-
wearing these
they
big
just look like
fuzzy
floofy.
boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just extra to make his
They look very
little his flippy
Zoolander-y.
kick fancier. Fancy pants.
I really like The Tyler Breeze character is really, really good.
It's
a
a
really
fun
good
character.
And Tyler Breeze, the wrestler, is very good. He was underrated his entire time in wrestling, really. I think he still does video game Twitch stuff, and I think he might coach at NXT, like I said, or coach at WWE in general. I thought he does that now, but I'm not positive. But he definitely does Twitch stuff. He's a giant nerd. Like in real life, this is
I like that a bunch of them are
character.
just giant nerds. It's great.
They're just giant nerds.
It's
Well,
hilarious.
and that's why it's like changed so much from what wrestling used to be until now. Will Ospreay, who's probably the best wrestler in AEW, or Kenny Omega, take your pick, are just giant video game nerds. Like Will Ospreay's whole shtick is like Assassin's Creed. Like that's his gimmick.
Funny.
Even Swerve is a fucking nerd. Like they're all just fucking geeks. Yeah,
Well, isn't it it's
WWE
Kofi? Kofi Kingston is like the one who...
Xavier Woods.
Oh, it is Xavier. I'm mixing everybody's names up.
Yeah.
Xavier Woods is the one who's like they like to play the game in the back, and then they have to like remember that they have to go back out and fight.
Which is great. I love it. I love that they all have that, because they're really just athletic guys with that had a sense of the theatrical.
Right.
You know, they wanted to be superheroes. This is
That's
their way
true.
of being a superhero.
That's true. That's a good way to do it.
Sami is a perpetual loser, while he is a success, and he will become the number one contender, and eventually the NXT champion, who's gorgeous. And then, Rachel, we finally get the right music for Sami Zayn. I'll let you do it, because my voice is going, so go ahead.
I'm gonna try. Yes, I gotta hear it though. Oh, okay. Oh, 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 da 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 da. There you. It's a good one.
The perfect music
it's so
for
fun.
Sami Zayn.
Oh,
Fits his character completely. This like ska, he's just doing this like ska dancing around like a weirdo as he comes out. He looks his most Seth Rogen at this point, Rachel.
That's true.
There's Olay chance. He stops to high five a kid that is elated that Sami stops by him.
I would also be elated. So, absolutely.
And then I'm pretty sure, because the crowd is like almost listening to the song more than watching Tyler Breeze entrance. And then the announcers kind of confirmed that by saying, like, I think this is Tyler Breeze singing. I think this is the introduction of the Tyler Breeze song that everyone remembers, which is that, super good looking, every hair in place.
Yes.
Everyone loves this gorgeous face, which Rachel loves because at the beginning of the song,
It's Tyler!
Look, everyone, it's Tyler!
Because it's supposed to be like a bunch of paparazzi.
Yes,
and then,
yes, of course.
Yeah, and then it's like, look at us, Tyler, and look, it's Tyler! It's just really funny.
And we have a friend named Tyler, so...
It works perfect for him.
Who's also got, like, the blonde Zoolander thing going on.
Yes, absolutely.
So...
Girls loved him, and he's gay. And it's just amazing. Everybody so it's
Tyler's never gonna... There is not a chance in hell that Tyler will ever click on our show for NXT TakeOver, so it's perfect that we can compare him to Tyler Breeze.
He knows that, though, too.
Yeah, well, yeah, he knew it. He played into that.
Yeah.
He enjoyed that.
Yes.
So he comes out to, look, everyone, it's Tyler. It's a great entrance theme for him, too. And it has that perfect, like, techno beat. Mm-hmm. He's singing the song a la Shawn Michaels. He's doing his own song. My favorite part of it is, because he's, like, sing-talking it very much like Shawn. Mm-hmm. But then it gets to the chorus, and because it's 2014, they do the auto-tune. Only in that part, though. Part, man. But all model, give them what you want. Don't try to fight it. You can't deny. This is perfection personified. And
if you guys don't know the Shawn Michaels one, it's you think I'm cute, you know I'm sexy. That one.
Yeah.
So it's the
It's
same.
the same idea.
Same thing, and it's great.
They're clearly setting up in your head, your brain, they're giving your brain signals that, like, this is your next generation Shawn Michaels. Which they try to put that on so many people, and it never works because there's only one Shawn Michaels.
Right.
They are doing it whether or not they mean to do it. They kind of, are like giving you that hint here. And of course, Tyler Breeze never gets to that level because, again, Vince is like, what the fuck is this? A male model? Like, what do you want me to do with this? But he was so good in NXT. A very underrated professional wrestler. Tyler, you can come on the show. Tyler, you can come on the show too.
He can play games with me. I will play video games with Tyler.
You could do the GM mode with
Oh my
Tyler
god, I would
Breeze,
love that. Please DM me.
They say that he's more than a pretty face. So Regal says he's more than a pretty face, unusual clothes, and a beautiful face. And then he goes, I just said that, but you get my ideas. Breeze rests on the turnbuckle, and then they get ready to fight. Tyler has the big furls on his boots, like you said, Rachel. They go around in circles with each other to start. They mentioned that the GM, the general manager for NXT, is JBL at this point. I was like, that's fucking weird.
That's interesting.
How weird is that? Like, that doesn't fit, but whatever.
There you go.
Sami with some arm drags and the quickness as he gets into an arm hook. Because the gimmick used to be with and the comedy acts, of course, to like go up a level, you have to like always add depth to them in wrestling. Like Orange Cassidy was always like the guy that never wrestled, but then he wrestled like super serious. With Tyler Breeze, they're saying like he never liked to get hit in the face.
Oh, of course
He'd always
not.
like try
That's
to avoid getting hit in the face. It's his moneymaker. But Regal says that that's all just mind games, according to Regal, and he's actually like really tough, and he's gonna prove it tonight. They say he never met a mirror he can't get along with.
That's
like
fair.
That line.
It's a good one. Narcissistic.
Regal sticks up more for Breeze. Yes, Narcissistic. I'm gonna need to refresh this tea. It's very cold. I'm not into iced tea right now.
Well, no, that's not going to do anything for you.
Doesn't
do it for you.
Do it for you. Breeze throws Zayn off the apron via the leg, and a count starts as Breeze takes a break. Breeze, though, wastes the opportunity because Zayn is able to get back in the ring, so all it did was give Sami some opportunity to regroup, and really Tyler should have went out there and beat him up some more.
Right.
Breeze stomps on Sami, chokes him in the corner. Apparently, they say that Sami Zayn went to the UAE and Europe to wrestle recently, so there you go. Breeze has his hair down, and they're like, this must be the first time we've ever seen Tyler Breeze unfurl his hair from like his little man bun that he would have.
Oh, sure.
That's the signal that he's like getting serious in this match. And he does. Most of this match, the story is Tyler Breeze is like super aggressive compared to what they've seen in the past.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what they're trying to
yeah,
convey.
that's how it ends and everything. We'll get to it.
The announcer's really not calling the action over telling the story of this, too. Like, most of the time, they're just talking about how Breeze is being aggressive, Sammy's like this super underdog, and he never gives up and all this shit.
Right.
Breeze has Zayn in a face lock as the crowd tries to rally Sami out of it, but it takes some time. And eventually he gets to his feet, and after a few tries, he tosses Breeze off. Sami does a low bridge on Breeze to get him over the top, and then Sami Zayn thinks and does a springboard onto the outside onto Breeze. It's a big move. That gets NXT chants, because it's like the first time you get the big over-the-top rope move from NXT. Which was a staple.
You gotta have
a staple of the NXT, audience was you're expecting like the big dive.
Absolutely.
From the top.
It's great. It's a good move. It's a very fun move.
Oh yeah. No, it's good stuff. People make fun of dives and like, the good wrestlers never have to dive and all that shit. And it's like, well, whatever. Like, this is entertaining.
But
like,
it's way more fun. What do you mean?
Yeah,
what good wrestler?
Well,
I like the acrobats. Give me the acrobats. I like the acrobats.
Yes. Rachel likes flips.
I might like Randy Orton too, but I like the acrobats.
She's way more into the flips though. Flips and kicks. Rachel's gonna go to a wrestling show that just says, "Just give me flips and kicks."
Give me flips and kicks.
Yeah. Sami goes for a suplex, but Breeze blocks it, and then Sami grabs Tyler by the belt and Blue Thunder bombs him, which is a great move. I love the Blue Thunder bomb. And he gets two. The crowd chants one more time. They want him to do it again. They think that'll get a 3 this time. Apparently, Tyler Breeze is trending on Twitter. Because it's 2014, sense. We have to let people know that. Regal says it's because of his tenacity that he's showing in this match. Because he's taking a beating and kicking out.
I understand that it's 2014. They have to tell us what's trending on Twitter. Because it has to be something wrestling related. But, to be fair, it's also Tyler Breeze. So he should be trending. Because he is a face, and he is gorgeous, and all of that.
He's actually a heel, but I take your point.
But you know what I mean. Well,
yeah, no, I
know. Damn it.
Zing!
Oh, that was a good one. That was good.
I actually think he was trending because of the new song. Like, I can't go back and...
But
I have a feeling he was trending because of his
They were
new
probably quoting it and stuff. Mm-hmm. Still trending.
Zing... see, get him trending again, lifers.
Let's go.
Trend Tyler Breeze.
Bring back Tyler Breeze.
Sami Zayn goes to the top, but Breeze reverse kicks to the midsection, and then DDTs him for another 2. Regal says that both of these men are showing tremendous heart. So Regal really putting the match over, trying to show like this has been a really intense match.
So much in this. The other guys would start talking. He's like, yeah. But he would be like, but look at this.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's exactly what would happen. Like, he'd be like, no, do you not understand? This is a great... Like, he's really
Pay
putting
attention.
this over. Olay chants break out. Breeze pulls Sami from the bottom rope. So, okay. I have to explain this.
Go on.
Sami's in the corner. And... Breeze is trying to pull him out to do a move to him or, like, put him in a submission or whatever. But Sami holds onto the bottom rope so that Tyler can't grab him. Tyler is able to get him with enough force that he pulls him from the bottom rope into a powerbomb position.
Swings him up into the air.
Does, like, a pop-up powerbomb, and that gets a 2. Regal explains that Breeze didn't have his feet in position over Sami's shoulders. And that is what allowed Sami to kick out. So you get a little background there.
This is what keeps happening. They can't let this happen. They keep not doing the proper thing. Like, he's just like, it's very poor technique. Like, I liked that he was doing that, actually.
Yeah, I really like that.
I thought it was fun.
It enhances it because there's these little things that you may know and maybe your brain picks it up. Your brain did. But it works because it allows you to say, like, okay, well, that was a really impactful move. How did Sami kick out? Well, because Tyler Breeze didn't have his legs over Sami's arms. Mm-hmm. So, of course, Sami can just tilt his shoulder up.
Right.
There's nothing stopping him.
Right.
So as long as he's not knocked out, he can move his shoulder. Breeze punches him down in the corner again, and we get the more nauseous cam every time Breeze punches him. And the point of this, of course, is that Breeze is, like, the ref is having to stop.
Yeah, he's
Tyler
like, stop, back off.
Him.
Right.
Yeah. Showing aggression. Sami with an exploder suplex to Breeze in the corner, which is always like this. I always think this one is dangerous, but I guess they're professionals. They don't know what they're doing. Because, like, it's this mini suplex where you never have enough room for, like, a full-on suplex. So the guy, like, has to not hit his fucking neck onto the turnbuckle.
Yes. You have to be at the mark so that you know when you're you're flying them over, that only, like, part of them is going to hit, not their neck, not anything that's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it would hurt like hell, regardless.
They both get on their feet. They're doing the booyah punches, the John Cena booyahs. Mm-hmm. The boos for Tyler, and the yas for Sami.
Right.
Because the crowd is so behind Sami Zayn becoming NXT champion, too. Mm-hmm. You know? They crave Sami Zayn is full on the hero of NXT at this point. He is the main character.
Right.
Sami gets the advantage and almost runs into the ref. But he stops himself.
No, Sami doesn't get the advantage. Tyler gets the advantage and throws him into the corner. And he almost hits the ref. Yeah.
Okay.
But he stops himself.
Breeze is able to backslide into a pin attempt on Sami, and that could have been the end. Like, the crowd really bid on that, thinking like that was going to be the end, because Sami did something good again, of course, and gets punished for it.
Right.
But no, it's just a 2. And then Breeze gets back up and gets a super kick for 2, though. Sami's able to kick out. Sami Zayn, probably one of the best. It's like him and Bryan Danielson, I think, are like tied for best kick out at right before the 3. They're so good
You gotta
at
time it.
A really good sequence there. And the fact that Sami was able to kick out gets giant yes chants from the crowd. They're super into this match now.
Is this before or after, though, when he flips over Tyler flips over Sami, and they both are like trying to grapple from behind, and it just keeps flipping,
That's what this sequence is.
flipping,
Yes.
and flipping.
Yes, you're right. They're doing these flipping back and forth. They keep trying to waist lock each other, and then at some point, Breeze like kind of pushes Sami off of him, and then when Sami comes to grab him again,
and that's when the
Breeze super
Okay.
kicks him. Yes,
because that was just like, oh my gosh, who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it?
yeah, it's a really good sequence.
It moves, and that's why it's good. It feels like it's moving. You're just like, oh my gosh.
My joke at the beginning of the show about how we always start the match with catch as catch can, and that goes into higher escalation. All 3 of these matches, and it's a critique that I have of them because they all felt samey in that way. Mm-hmm. But they all had the same pacing.
Yeah.
Which you can take or leave, because it is very much a WWE pacing
right.
that NXT started and then it adopted when Triple H took over. They start off slow, they build, and then they do these kind of sequences where it's like high impact, counter, high impact, and then the crowd goes like, oh my god, you know?
Yes.
And it just gets, it builds steam that way, you know? It gets it into the next gear kind of thing. They struggle to get to their feet, and the crowd does stomps. So not the claps, but they like literally are stomping. Punches by Breeze, and both are falling down, exhausted after each blow. Sami slaps Breeze, and Breeze snaps. Because he slapped him in the face, Rachel. That's his moneymaker.
You can't do that.
The announcers finally shut the hell up, or it's cut from the edit, or one or the other, because like there's like this period where they don't say anything. Tyler and Sami are just like punching each other. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't tell if that was like cut. Something was cut for the Peacock edit. Or...
That's curious. Maybe.
Yeah. Or they just like were trying to
Letting
let the
breathe.
crowd do the work. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sami reverses Breeze into a move. It either works or it doesn't. I'm not sure if this was a botch or if it was like a purposeful counter. But it ends up in this position where Sami does this suplex bomb brainbuster deal.
Yeah, he was like gonna flip
I don't know what this move is
up
called.
and then I don't even know.
It was
a lot
awesome.
Of twirling
it looked
happening.
great.
It was so fun.
I don't recall ever seeing this move. I don't know if people use this or not. But that gets 2 and that only gets NXT chance. But what did you think, Rachel? Do you think that was supposed to happen? Because like Sami like has him in position in like an arm lock thing,
I think
like behind,
so.
And then he does like a flip.
So he flips,
and then they
him.
like both kind of slip, but it almost looks purposeful.
It almost looks like Tyler's trying to get out, and he was like countering it, and Sami falls for a second, but then lifts him back up and gets back into it. So then it's like Sami's now taking it back into the upper hand again. I don't know. Even if it was botched, they
good.
played it off well.
They played it off
because
really well.
it felt like the power struggle
they were
with this
struggling
one
for
crazy
control.
move was actually happening here.
It all worked. I don't know if I've seen that move since, and it really looks good. Like I could see Penta using it. I could see a lot of guys being able to use this move because it looks pretty cool. I don't know if Sami's busted this out before.
Yeah, that was crazy.
NXT chance, of course, from that move. He goes for the haluva kick, and Breeze gets out of the ring. So Sami does the plancha over the top rope. Big plancha over the top rope. And slams Breeze. It looks good. He does it with so much fucking speed.
Yes.
It, like, plants Tyler onto that. Like, they time this where it, like, holy shit. Like, they like, nail that fucking ramp. Mm-hmm. It's so good. The match has really picked up in the last few minutes. It's a really good pace now. Like, the match has definitely picked up. At some point, Zayn does this cross body, like this big cross body over the top on the top rope too. It might be here. It might have been earlier in the match, but at some point he does a cross body from the top rope that gets 2. I think it's here.
Yeah.
So
they're in opposite
Breeze,
corners.
Breeze goes to one corner. Mm-hmm. Sami's on the far corner. So he's clearly going to do the haluva kick, which is his finishing maneuver, which is just this like big impactful boot. But when he runs to do it, what does Tyler Breeze do, Rachel?
Tyler puts up his fists straight into Sammy's groin.
To cover his face.
Yeah,
he,
to cover his face, he puts up his fists in an X and hits Sami in the groin.
Yes, because he cowers down a little bit.
Yeah. And they're like, what just happened? What just happened? I don't think that was on purpose.
Yeah, the announcers are like, I don't think that was intentional. And the ref is like, what did you just hit him on purpose? And Breeze is like, I was trying to protect my face.
Protect my face.
And then Tyler Breeze does the beauty shot, which is the spinning heel kick, and he picks up the win. And the crowd is shocked by this, Rachel.
Yes.
The crowd is stunned that Tyler Breeze has beaten Sami Zayn and is the number one contender for the NXT Championship. The ending comes quick.
It does.
And it gives Sami a little out because Tyler cheated. Like, he low-blowed him. I think it protects Breeze, too, though, because it was unintentional.
Mm-hmm. I was just protecting my pretty face.
They show the replay, and, like, if he was doing it yeah, like, I don't know. I have a feeling, like, if we went back and watched the week-to-week, that they would say, like, he did cheat, like, he admits to it, cheating or whatever.
He knew where to put his hands to low-blow him.
Yeah, but they do a pretty good job of making it look like it could go either way, where he might have just done it on accident.
Right.
But yeah, Tyler Breeze celebrates, and Sami Zayn is once again lost his opportunity to wrestle for the NXT Championship. What did you think about this match, Rachel?
This was fun. This was enjoyable. I liked it.
Yeah.
I like both of the wrestlers in this, so it was held my attention more. Like you said, it had the proper pacing. You know, it had the hits and everything, so you wanted to keep watching. I like the flip moves and really getting technical with it. I think that's a lot more fun.
It's a good match. It starts slow, it picks up in the second half, but it is a pretty good match. Mm-hmm. It'd be your average good match today. Like, I'm not saying it's an average match. It's better than average, but it's a good match standard today.
Yes.
Like, you could see this on Dynamite or a Raw main event or something like that. That's where it would be today. But it should be. Wrestling should always, find ways to improve upon itself. Mm-hmm. But at the time, this would have been revolutionary.
Right.
That's something to keep in mind as we discuss our feelings about this show, is that Dad and I are probably like, holy shit, about this match. Whereas, like, today, you and I are like, it's pretty good. That was entertaining.
Good. Yeah. But, I mean, it does mean, does it hold up? So, it doesn't make us go, ooh, that was crazy back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It had the crowd into it and everything. I wouldn't say, like, compared to Sami's match against Cesaro, it's not nearly as good.
Sure.
Or anything like that, but it was a good match. The announcers tell us that there will be NXT Fallout after the show with COO Triple H.
Great.
So he's going to talk after the show and talk about, I thought everyone on this show was fantastic. Clearly this is the best wrestling will ever be. They're taking over the world, etc., etc. I'm just so proud of them, blah, blah, blah. The same shit he says
every
at the
time,
end of every show.
Every time he talks, yeah. But he has to. He needs to be seen. It's Triple H.
Correct, yes. As I have said, and it will state again, if Triple H could channel his ego into making good matches and good booking, great. Perfect. And then, Rachel, there's also a special presentation of Legends House. Will be right after the show on the WWE Network. Now, I had WWE Network the entire time that that it was available to me in the States, because it was $9.99 a month, and it was perfect, and I loved it, and I loved it.
Sure.
I didn't watch any of this kind of shit, though, like Legends House.
Isn't that just like
Legends
reality
House,
TV show? Yeah.
Was Big Brother?
Yeah.
Or Drawn Together, if you remember that Adult
remember
Swim
that
show.
Yes, I do, because it was funny.
I kind of liked that show.
That was funny.
But with old-ass wrestlers living in, like, the Love Island house.
I can't even imagine watching that. I don't know what that would be like.
Why would you?
I don't know.
Why would anyone?
I don't know. I don't really like reality TV, though, anyways.
And why would you ever want to watch... Okay, you got to remember... So wrestlers don't age well. Okay, they don't.
They don't. They don't. In many ways. They don't age well.
That's very true.
Yes.
If they age.
Oh.
So now we're talking about in 2014.
Yeah.
Old wrestlers
Who was in there?
from 2014.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we have to look this up?
I have to look
All right,
it
let's
up.
Look it up.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's who you'd expect.
Oh, God.
A Reddit post from 5 years ago says only 4 of the Legends House members are still alive. Okay, here's the cast.
I have the cast. Okay, go ahead.
Hillbilly Jim, Howard Finkel, Tony Atlas,
Yeah.
who was probably happy that he had a place to stay, Pat Patterson, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and Mean Gene Okerlund.
I have more on this list, but
Okay, go ahead.
well, because I am on IMDb
Okay.
for WWE Legends House 2014.
Oh yeah, Roddy Piper, I see. on there.
Roddy Piper is on there. Shawn Michaels is on there. Gary Busey is on there.
Jimmy Hart.
Khosrow Vaziri, the Iron Sheik, I should
Sheik.
say. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
understand who I'm saying? Yep. Mm-hmm.
The reviews are really good for the show on IMDb. They say it's very entertaining and everything.
I mean, it's gotta just be insane.
Yeah, because these people they're not normal.
No.
Wrestlers are not normal.
No.
Okay?
No.
And old wrestlers from the fucking 80s
are worse.
are insane people.
Yeah.
They're insane. Okay? And I get it. It's reality TV. You want to put insane
the
people
crazy
in a
ones.
house and see what happens. These fuckers were out of their goddamn mind.
They really were.
So maybe it's an entertaining show, Rachel. I don't know.
I don't know. I couldn't do it.
I can't imagine the mindset I'd have to be in to be like, I'm going to watch.
I mean, I guess if
Legends
you're
House.
like home and you're really sick and you're just like,
Are you
you
saying
know
I
what?
should watch this
Maybe
like
you
in my
should.
state right now?
I think you should. You know, you get yourself some snacks, a cup of tea, and then you watch the Legends. I mean,
Legends House.
and just see, you might get really caught up in it like it's a soap opera. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like that
But like
middle of the day, you're sick and you're watching this and you're just like,
Yeah, that's
what's gonna
fair.
happen? Like, that's
What's Howard Finkel?
Oh my god.
He did the wash and he got Hacksaw Jim Duggan's shorts messed up. Because like my problem
They
with
pushed
it
him
is,
in the
and, like,
pool. I don't know.
Hogan knows best, and just Hulk Hogan in general has like scarred me on all of these old man wrestlers.
Ugh.
They walk around with no shirts on, with
They
their big
do.
beer bellies hanging out, and they'll wear like thongs and shit. And,
And
like,
Hulk Hogan had like
he
was so gross.
just the worst. Maybe this generation of wrestlers will age better.
Maybe
That's
they're
all
just
I
all
can
gonna
hope.
if they're all gonna be in a room
And
playing
then-
video games together. You just said they're just a bunch of nerds.
But maybe you and I, Rachel, can produce a new Legends House in like 2040
This is what's
with
happening.
like, you know, Cody Rhodes and Bryan Danielson and Sami Zayn and shit. And we'll just do another Legends
they would just
House.
be hanging out, shooting the breeze the whole time. We'd be like, okay, no, guys,
Possibly.
we got to do something interesting. We're gonna play a
Maybe-
game. Okay, we're gonna go
Maybe
play a game.
Maybe we have to do. Maybe we have to do like the women's Legends House, because maybe we can get them to be more catty, like Real Housewives.
I
or
feel like the
something
guys
then.
would be cattier.
I agree, actually. I think the guys
Guys
way
would be
cattier.
so cattier.
You just need to get CM Punk in there. You get
He's
CM
such a
Punk in
dick.
the house.
No, that's the reveal. You get all of these guys together, and then you're like, wait, there's another car pulling up.
There's one more.
There's one
yeah,
more,
and then it's CM Punk.
CM Punk, and they're like, oh,
What is he doing here?
And we're locking
Yeah,
you
it's-
in, and then
Yeah. Yeah, he's the big reveal. All right, book it, folks. A Shelf Life Entertainment production.
presents
Legends House. In 2040. And I'm back
He's back. He has tea.
with some more tea for NXT Takeover, which is appropriate because this pay-per-view takes a break for like 15 damn minutes for some reason. And I was like, why does it take a break? There's so many delays, and it's like, was Rick like passed out in the back or something, and they needed to revive him? So they're like, let's see, send Rusev out there. Okay, send Paige out there. Hang on, Rick's awake now. We can move on to the match. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was just so passed out back here, and I love my daughter so much.
I can't even make like a joke that she was, getting her lips plumped or something because she looks normal here. So
Well, before that though, Bret Hart is
hanging out with his
talking
daughter.
to his
niece. His niece. I'm sorry.
Niece, Rachel.
Niche.
Niece.
Oh. All right.
Yes, Natalya. Although she acts like Bret is her like dad because Anvil,
father
Jim the
figure,
Anvil
uncle.
Neidhart.
Yeah,
it's her uncle.
Yeah.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart was her dad. Bret's sister is Natalya's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart was a drug addict
Oh, great.
and a terrible father.
Well, I mean, she picked.
Bret.
I mean,
Bret's
he's kind of
yeah.
but at least.
Well, you're in a wrestling family. Bret Hart is, it's as normal as they're gonna
I
come,
understand.
coming out of the Hart clan.
I suppose.
mean, Owen
He
was
might be
the
a prick,
normalist,
but whatever.
but yeah.
Who's the normalist?
Owen, I think, would have been the
I
most
thought he would have
normal.
been the most normal. Yeah.
Like, he was married to a doctor. He wanted to retire from wrestling and become a firefighter.
Don't. That's so sad. That's so much worse. That makes everything
Oh, yeah.
so much worse.
Yeah. No, this reality sucks, Rachel. That's what I'm telling you. But Bret is back there. He's talking to Natalya and Tyson Kidd backstage. I'm going to tell you guys, teach you how to put yourself over while both losing. How to make it look like you're still very good wrestlers, but make sure that the other guy looks good because you're going to have them beat you. That's what I do better than anybody. Somehow, I don't think wrestlers count on the 3-timers list, Rachel, because it's a continuous story like doing a television show.
Yeah, it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
But this technically makes Bret Hart a 3-timer. If we really
He's an
wanted
old
to be
timer, that's for
pedantic.
sure.
Oh, poor Bret Hart. He looks old. He looks old here. I don't know what he must look like
does.
now. The
Say
next
all these
match is
things.
between Divas, Charlotte, and Natalya. I just can't, hearing them say Divas is so
I hate-
damned strange.
I hate when they call them divas.
Especially referring to Charlotte Flair as a diva is just bizarre.
Well, she kind of is a diva, but
But she is
I understand the connotation with diva, but it's
Yeah.
like I don't like when they call the women wrestlers divas. I don't like it.
It's so stupid. It's weird.
It's gross.
It's so weird to
It's
hear
just
them say
gross. It's slimy, and I don't like it. On NXT, it makes zero sense to ever call them divas. Period.
it because they're fighting for the women's championship.
Correct. Even in the WWE, like in like Raw and all that shit, like calling them divas.
Well,
no,
in
I
this
don't think
period
they
of
should.
time-
I don't think they should.
outside of AJ Lee, the women's wrestlers were fucking awful.
But they do it on purpose. They're just like, you're not there to wrestle. You're there to just be a sex object. So you're a diva.
Yes.
That is literally what the divas are.
Well, and then they had the
You don't
E-show
take 'em
Total
seriously.
Divas.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. We're not talking about no more reality TV shit.
Hey, a lot of the girls that wrestle now, that was their introduction to wrestling, was Total Divas. It actually did
Well, good, I
cause a
guess.
generation of women to get into
Alright.
wrestling. I'm not saying it was good, and I'm not saying they
Whatever.
should have been called divas, because I think it's terrible.
I think
They
it's
should be
just
called
gross.
wrestlers.
They're wrestlers. Yeah, it's just that they're not taken seriously. That's my whole point. Like
Yeah,
I just
they're not
don't
taken
like it.
seriously.
I just don't like it.
If you want to listen to Kevin rant about the history of women's wrestling, go listen to NXT Arrival.
Oh, that's fair. Yes.
Our episode on that. I did, in that
I'll
I'm
probably
sure I'll
repeat
do it in
myself.
the future.
It just
Yeah.
happens. I don't remember what I said. I said it. I'm gonna say it again.
Did you notice that they haven't fully embraced that WWE Network logo for everything yet? It's still the scratched logo.
Yes.
When they do like the takeover
I've seen
thing.
that. Yeah.
I never liked the scratch logo without the F,
Mm-hmm.
the Attitude Era logo, because it always felt like they were just hanging on to the past, because it was like, you guys aren't like that anymore at all.
Right.
It just looked stupid. And I get that it's like more corporate, that WWE logo, the network logo, because it's like minimalist and shiny and like, sharp edge and everything. But I think it looks way better. I think it's actually a cool logo, the WWE logo as it is.
No, that makes sense.
Lana comes out.
Yes, Lana.
Brandy even introduces her, and it's Lana. We saw Lana at NXT Arrival, but she's out here again looking insanely hot.
Fantastic.
Wearing
beautiful,
this
gorgeous.
red
this tight red skirt suit
thing. Yeah.
With those high-ass heels, which just make
clearly
everything like...
One thing that Vince McMahon did see was Rocky IV. So he understands the character of Lana. He knows that this is Brigitte Nielsen's character from Rocky IV that they're playing off of with CJ Perry here. And he decides Rusev is going to be not Bulgarian, but Russian. Mm-hmm. Because what's the fucking difference?
Well, that's McMahon for you.
I mean, Yokozuna was also one of Roman Reigns'
Very true.
uncles.
That's also true.
So...
Yes, so it just continuously happens.
It's so ridiculous, though, that CJ Perry, who, like, everyone knows how she talks and acts, because she has a thirst trappy Instagram and a podcast now.
I was gonna say, she comes out here like a thirst trap, because she comes out, spins around, shows off that booty, does it 3 times.
Well, you got to, I mean...
I'm like, Jesus.
As Miro would say, Rachel, he has a very flexible, hot wife.
It's fair.
But Rusev comes out. Rusev back with the WWE now, Rachel. He left AEW, went back to WWE, doing the exact same thing he was doing.
He just always does it, yeah.
He has a Russian flag.
Yeah, the way he's swinging this freaking flag.
Yeah, who taught him how to swing a flag? He's waving the flag like he's like trying to like swing a sword. Yes. It's bizarre.
God. I think it's on purpose. It's got to be part of the character and the gimmick, but it's just really funny to me just to watch him swing this flag back and forth. Now I have to be Russian and I have to do this whole stupid thing.
Now, it's 2014.
Yes.
This is around the time that Putin is starting to do some shit.
Sure. Yeah.
With Crimea. Mm-hmm. He wants Ukraine. He knows he can't completely attack Ukraine, but he takes a Crimea. It's really weird, though, to see wrestling try to weave in the bad foreign dictator into its gimmick. Because, like, today, don't touch it, because even though there's, like, a clear bad guy, we're not the good guys. We can't be patriotic about it.
No.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
So, like... It's very
weird.
strange to see it. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it was outdated even then. I'm sure people were saying this is outdated.
Really? Yeah.
But seeing it now with Putin still doing shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In an immensely more scale.
Yeah.
It's just so strange looking.
Right.
Can you
imagine? Because they even put Putin's face on the freaking big screen and everything. Yeah. That was gross. I was like, ooh. Maybe not.
I mean, it's done for heel.
Oh,
heat.
sure, of course.
It's not like they're praising it.
No, but like it's done because he's the heel, and that's his. It's supposed to be mother country, whatever the hell. It's still like, ooh, this is interesting, because then they also bring out the other guy,
Regal.
Yeah, go on.
Rusev comes out, and they go down toward the ring. Regal says he can't see anything going wrong with Rusev's career.
Just let that breathe.
So anyway. Well, because he's putting him over as like a future world champion, which he never was going to be that. Mm-hmm. But his career in WWE stalled. He ended up getting released. He goes to AEW. He goes under the name Miro, because that's his real name. Mm-hmm. I loved him in AEW. He had a great gimmick. He was the Redeemer. He was like fighting for God was like his gimmick.
All right.
But like in a twisted way.
Oh, sure.
It was great.
Yeah, I went like immediately. My brain went to like a D&D type of thing with that. I don't know why.
Well, with him that might be the way, because
I could definitely see it.
He's a game geek kind of too.
I love it. And I love it. I need all my game geeks, and then we can like
At some point, according to the dirt sheets, he didn't want to lose to certain wrestlers that Tony Khan had booked him to lose to.
Okay.
He had injuries, so since he refused to do the jobs, which I think he eventually was going to be in, like, the main event scene, but he didn't want to do certain things. He just wanted to be back at WWE.
Yeah.
He's somebody that I think thought that AEW was below him. Even though he was great, he left and went back to WWE, and they made a big deal about it for like a week, and he's just kind of there.
Aww.
At the moment. He might be better in the
Sure.
future, but right now he's just kind of there. And I do like Rusev,
Yeah.
but I think he's kind of screwed himself a little bit in the way that he behaved.
Sure.
If
no,
that-
it makes
if
sense.
those
He kind of
rumors
shot
are
himself
true-
in the foot type of thing. Mm-hmm.
And that's why I paused after I said
No.
nothing could go wrong.
I understand.
Because it's not like an injury happened to him. He might have just fucked himself over.
You said he was
Oh
also
yeah, he was injured, but not like
no,
injury
yeah,
ruined his
detrimental.
career.
Not, yeah.
Someone has a Hail Hydra flag or a Hail Hydra sign in the crowd.
Oh yeah, they did.
I thought that was pretty good.
that's
This would have
funny.
been around Captain America: Winter Soldier, like had just come out.
Oh yeah, so that kind of
and you're talking about Russia, Hydra. That it all fits there pretty well. Lana says, much like Russia has extended its power to become a superpower, Rusev has expanded his power to Raw and SmackDown. And I went, oh dear God. I can't believe they can say that. And she asked them all to rise and puts Putin's face on the screen.
Yes, it was weird.
Rusev says, Rusev, Potrya, Rusev, Machka.
You gonna
Does
translate?
the flag flying.
You know,
I was going to ask you to translate that, Rachel.
I actually had it. Hold on a second.
Machka, I think, means like crush or something like that.
Rusev hit, Rusev crush, like he's the Hulk or something. You know,
like
Rusev
that.
smash.
I like that.
Yeah.
I knew Machka meant crush, but I didn't know what the other one was. I'm a little upset that I have a cold because I can't shout to the heavens because, my God, it's fucking Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, Mojo Rawley comes
Fucking
out
Mojo Rawley.
like waving the American flag.
I guess here to defend America.
I guess.
I'm a little
this is
upset
your
about
defense,
this.
by the way. This is what you get. This is what just defending America. Mojo Rawley. You're welcome.
Thank you for doing it, because that was going to be my bit. So
Oh,
I'm glad
really?
one of us could say it. Yeah. This is the best that we have.
This is what we
This
do.
is what we have for the America.
That's right.
This fucking ape, Mojo Rawley.
Mojo Jojo.
I guess it makes sense. He waves the American flag worse than Rusev.
Yeah, because
waves
it's
the
just like all
Russian one.
twisted up. Like maybe if you add a little bit of more oomph to it.
And I'm a little upset because I know when he won at NXT Arrival, I was like, I don't think we'll ever have to see him again. And then this motherfucker has the audacity to show his face again
Yeah.
on an NXT Takeover show.
Yeah.
Something that I find sacred. Here comes this goddamned oaf.
moron. A damned moron.
Not just to show up, but to defend America from the Russian invasion. He says he's been hearing a lot about Russia, but here in the USA, we don't just get hype,
We stay
we
hyped.
stay hype.
Because that makes sense. Thank you.
If he is the US representative, I am rooting for Russia.
Ooh. 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 Don't go that far. You can't go that far.
Don't isolate that audio, people. You
That's
know what
just
I'm saying in
depressing.
context.
That's just depressing. I still
we
wouldn't,
get down,
but I
if
would
we
not.
get down to the point where we have to depend on Mojo fucking Rawley to save us,
Is it better than what we have right now?
I'm
It might be.
yeah. He is.
It might
I
be.
guess technically that's true. I guess that's true.
I think we should be
I
calling
guess you're
for
right.
Mojo Rawley at this point.
I guess we need Mojo
I think
Rawley
we all
at this
need,
point.
We all
That's
need to
where
get hyped
that's where we
and
are.
stay hyped.
That's where we are, folks. We're fucking there.
We want Mojo Rawley.
I want
out of
Mojo
everyone.
fucking Rawley. God damn it. Fuck. So this fucking loser says,
right about now, it's time that someone comes down to that ring and shoves that flag right up your Putin.
So he runs down to the ring, and immediately Rusev just kicks this fucker in.
Kicks him in the face.
The nauseous camera as Rusev punches him some more, splashes him in the corner, gets him in the accolade.
Rips off his shirt.
Mojo deserves this. He's a piece of shit. Regal says that he's on Rusev's side.
William Regal, mind you. Oh, God.
And that's it. Thanks for that, NXT. You could have added time to the other matches or added an actual good match with some up-and-coming wrestlers, but whatever.
Oh, he does it again to him on the ramp.
Yeah, Rusev then throws Mojo out of the ring, and Lana sends him after Mojo again, and then he gives him another accolade on the ramp, I guess for good measure.
I guess.
And that's the end of the segment.
They wanted that cinematic shot of him doing it to him with the NXT sign above him.
With the NXT sign
and the
behind
American
him,
flag, and,
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Rusev fought Mojo on an NXT show after this.
I assume probably won.
But, oh, yeah. I'm sure he squashed Mojo.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for some show down the line, but they do a gimmick with Rusev where he goes undefeated on Raw. He wins the United States Championship. At WrestleMania, he fights John Cena, who defends America and beats Rusev.
That makes more sense. We'd call for John Cena more than
Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, we don't want Mojo Jojo. We want John Cena.
I can't do the Mojo Jojo thing, or I would have
Mojo Jojo. That one?
Rusev does get to come out to that WrestleMania in a tank, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember this. I remember that.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Ric Flair, woo,
looking
alive, and Charlotte looking human.
Yes.
Very different.
Yes. Very different. She looks like she's got like such a nice face here.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before, and I get it. You can, if you're happy with the way you look or the way that you want to look, fine, do your plastic surgery or whatever.
But it's just,
I'm not gonna. I know that
much.
it's not polite to comment on people's looks, but man, what she has done with the plastic surgery is not good.
I think it's being done too much. Like you were saying, fine, do it if it really makes you happy, but I think it's being done too much. I think it's being pushed too much. If it's actually to fix something to help you live, I think that's very positive and very good. But I think it's being pushed way too much, and I hate it. I hate it.
It's a social media thing, and
it's gross
that's probably
to me.
What's pushing it to the general public,
just
but
too
like
much.
it's not needed. It's a status
It's so extreme.
thing.
It's so extreme.
I think it's a status thing to a lot of these people.
Probably.
But it always makes them look older.
Yes.
You always look like plastic. You always look like something's wrong.
Something is uncanny and weird. Constantly.
Like Rachel said, if you want the boobs,
get the boobs.
You can't.
Fine.
You get your boobs. If you want your butt, get your butt.
Yeah, whatever.
That looks
get
bad
your
though,
bubble
because
butt.
that usually doesn't look.
Yeah,
normal.
It looks really unnatural.
But your face, people can tell something's wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look right. So anyway. So, folks at home...
Are we telling?
If my voice suddenly changed...
Oh, wow.
It's because... oh, wow. It's because Rachel said, you can't keep doing this.
No!
We have to stop recording.
The squeaks and you could tell. And
So, we went, okay, we'll do it later. We'll do it tomorrow. And I went to sleep that night. My throat hurt from doing the podcast with a bad cold. And when I woke up, I had no voice.
It was gone.
So we had to delay the recording. So I think I sound better now. However, I still have the lingering cold. By the end of the podcast, I'll probably sound like shit again.
Probably.
So you are all aware. I'm going to do my best to not lose my voice again. But I will make sure that everyone remembers here that Rachel and I have now both lost our voices for this podcast.
That's true.
Yeah. Think about
it.
Where we left off, I think it was the package for Natalya. at this point in time, Sasha and Charlotte are friends in NXT. So Charlotte and her would have debuted around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They're part of a group called the BFFs. I don't remember what that stands for, but it's the two of them and Summer Rae. It's not Best Friends Forever though. It's fighting something. There's definitely a fighting F in there. Rachel's gonna look it up now. She can't go out. She can't. She has to know.
Beautiful, fierce females.
There you go. It's even dumber. So that's what it is.
I mean, yes, queen, yeah. I guess I should be saying.
Yes,
queen.
There you go. Natalya says that she needed to be better than the family to represent the fam. This package is weird, Rachel.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to make it the Hearts versus the Flairs.
Yes, they are. Yes.
And that was not a thing.
Was it ever a thing?
Bret Hart beat Rick for his first championship. He took the title off of Rick.
Okay.
Other than that match, the Hearts and Flairs was not a thing. Bret and Ric Flair did not really have a feud in WWE or WCW.
That's weird.
So I don't know why. I get why they're doing it, but it's such a weird retrospective thing to be these two great the two great houses are gonna go to war is how they're depicting
acting
it.
Yes, they have to represent their faction or whatever, their family name.
Charlotte says at first she did not want to be associated with her dad because she wanted to make her own way, but now she thinks that she can do it and she can represent the Flair name. She thinks that she's been shocking the world with her progress, and she is genetically superior. That was her thing for a while in NXT, was that she was genetically superior. And I think that goes back to Ric Flair being part of Evolution. So they're trying to get it all
kind of tie it together somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Verbiage-wise, at least.
That's right.
Could get
Ric
a little
Flair's
weird.
In the package.
They gotta be careful with that.
Well, they weren't. I don't think. Well, yes. I mean, nowadays, the way the internet is, 100%. The tall blonde girl can't be genetically superior. Yeah, I understand. I'm sure that was probably a thing back then. I just don't remember it. Ric Flair's in the package. He's gonna cry. He goes, "She's got the gift. She's got the gift." That's what he says. Rick is going to be in her corner, and Bret Hart, who does not want to be doing this at all, says...
He doesn't seem like he's really into it.
He's not into this at all. He says, a Flair is never going to beat a Hart. So that's his contribution to the package. Rachel, Natalya.
Yeah.
We've talked about Charlotte a little bit because she showed up at Arrival with Rick. They were in the audience.
Yeah.
We've mentioned Charlotte. Charlotte's the tall blonde daughter of Ric Flair. She's an athletic freak. She's a gymnast. Mm-hmm. It's in her blood to be great in the ring at this. Natalya is the niece of Bret Hart.
Niece?
Niche.
Niche.
What is your impression of Natalya in general? Your thoughts on her as a performer.
That's a very interesting question.
Because I was gonna give you my thoughts on her, but I wanna know what you think.
I feel like she's trying very hard.
Yeah,
I think that's the best way to say it. I think she's trying very hard.
The way the first way you said it implied one thing, and the second way you said it implied something else.
Well.
The second way you said it was she tries hard. Versus the first way you said it, which is she's a try hard.
It's both. She's a try hard, trying hard. I don't know what you want from me.
She has this, especially in this period of time, this sense of performing.
Yes.
They put it in the package where she puts two girls in the sharpshooter at once, and it's that doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it's a little weird.
But she would have thought oh, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be so fun. This is going to be such a great move. And it's Natty, you didn't think about how the fact that doesn't make any fucking sense. There's these weird things about her. She's very boring.
Yeah, there's that
very
too.
Blah.
Yeah, that is the other word that came to mind was blah, and she's trying hard. And I know that...
Yeah. I know that
could be
she's
interpreted multiple ways, but yes.
she's a good hand, but she's blah.
Yeah.
And she's been blah for like 20 years in
Yeah.
WWE. And that's nothing against her, it's just the character is blah. So they come back after the package. Chris Christopherson is here for some reason. So they pointed out, did he get lost?
I don't
The
know.
hell is Chris Christopherson doing there? Is he a wrestling fan?
I don't even know who that is.
He was an actor and a musician.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and Google him, Rachel.
I'm looking at it. He looks familiar.
He was in.
Chris,
I know him
this
best.
ridiculous name. Did he change his name to be Chris Christopherson, or did he just have those parents?
I think it's a stage name. I do think it's a stage name.
Okay. He does almost look like Russell Crowe. The first thing that came up said something about him with like Russell Crowe, and I was like, he does kind of look like Russell Crowe.
Wasn't he Whistler in Blade? Wasn't that Chris Christopherson?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
There you go. There
On
it
the
is.
list.
On the list, absolutely. I don't really know
think we
any
put
of
it
his
on the
other
list
things.
already, but-
Well, yeah, but we can.
Is he in Planet of the Apes as well? The bad one,
The bad one.
the Tim Burton one.
Yes, he is. I all of a sudden I was like, wait, I could see him. He's one of the humans when they get to the place. I'm like, I could see him in my head.
I didn't
Right?
realize that he died a couple years ago, though.
Yeah, it says 2024. Yeah.
Make sure, Rachel, to mark down that Chris Christopherson was at NXT Takeover, so he gets a leg up on his appearances on Shelf Life in that
Is
way.
it like a half? It's like a half. He's like a 1.5-er. Because
It's a cameo.
It's just a cameo.
It's a cameo.
It doesn't count.
Paige's music hits, and she comes out with the Divas Championship. Rachel, the Divas Championship, please to explain.
The championship in general, or like the actual belt?
The belt.
So the Divas champion is a pinky purple butterfly.
It's awful.
It's
It's
like
it's
swirly
terrible.
and
It looks like a tramp
girly
stamp.
It does look like a tramp stamp. Is that what they're is that what it's based on? Like the
I would not doubt it.
atypical tramp stamp, as that word?
I mean, I think that they were trying to come up with something that little girls would
it's
want to
just
get
so
at,
girly because it's got a
Claire's.
butterfly and sparkles.
Yeah, like an earring that they could get.
Yeah,
Paige looks like a baby coming out here.
Paige looks like Paige.
But she looks so young. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember
she
her
looks- she
looking
looks a
young
lot
when we did
younger.
Arrival, but my God, does she look young.
Yeah,
And then she says nothing
yeah.
in this promo. This promo is such a waste of time.
I think
And
that's
I-
all
and
it
I-
is. Is that all it was for? Just to waste time, or was it
I
actually for
guess.
something?
I remember making the joke last week when we first started recording this that they needed to get Ric Flair awake because he had passed out in the back.
Yes.
So that's why they did the Mojo and Rusev thing. But we saw him walking with Charlotte before the video package, so I
is
know
it-
he's awake.
Was it Hart?
So did Brett fall asleep?
Was Brett like, I'm gonna go take a walk, and then he didn't come back yet? Like he just had to wake himself up because he didn't want to be there.
You made
Getting him a
Paige
beer?
fly all... And maybe she lives in Orlando because a lot of those wrestlers lived in Orlando because
I
of
could
NXT.
see it.
But you made Paige come all the way to the Performance Center or Full Sail University to come out to do this nothing promo. She thanks the fans. She talks about being home at NXT. She wants to say a few words. And if it weren't for NXT, she wouldn't be the Divas champion.
It's so ugly.
It's like, okay. And I was like, what is the point
So
of
ugly.
this? She puts some stank on saying women's champion, though, Rachel. I don't know if you caught that inflection in her voice. Because she says, like, we're going to crown the next... Because she says something about being the Divas champion. And then it just says, like, Divas champion. And then she goes, and we're going to be crowning the next NXT women's champion. And she, like, really emphasizes
I
this.
think because I feel like that's got to be on purpose.
And I wouldn't be the WWE Divas Champion. But talking about championships, I couldn't be prouder to be the first ever NXT Women's Champion.
I felt like it was on purpose. And then holding the NXT Women's Championship can lead to this. And she holds up the Divas Championship. And she leaves! She doesn't go on commentary. She doesn't sit at ringside. She doesn't present the winner of the match for the championship.
Honestly,
she just leaves.
If she commentated, that would have probably been better.
Something. It would have been something. I don't know if they were trying to go... Remember when Shawn came out and did a spiel before the ladder match? And I think Stephanie did something before the women's match.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if they were trying to do that.
Potentially. Just having, like, the person that's, like, next after... I don't know, the next leg up.
Yeah, it was so weird. And it would have even worked for me if she just sat at ringside and handed Charlotte the belt. I didn't get to lose it, but I'm going to hand it to you. Like, you're the next champion. Like, that would have been something. This was such a waste of time. Charles Robinson is in the ring as the referee. He's there to crown Charlotte. I do love it, Rachel, because Charles Robinson in WCW, he was part of a gimmick where Ric Flair was trying to keep the championship or rig his matches or whatever. They had it so that Charles Robinson was this, like, big fan of Ric Flair. So he became a crooked referee.
Oh my
for
God.
Rick.
Yeah.
You can be on my side. I will help you. And, you're my biggest fan. So he would make Charles, like, cheat for him. And then they did this thing where Charles Robinson came out with, like, a wig on and the Ric Flair robe and stuff. And they would call him Little Nate.
It's amazing.
So since then, Charles Robinson has had the nickname Little Nate. And he always is the referee for big Ric Flair matches, and so that's why it is nice, because he's not an NXT referee, he's a WWE referee. Mm-hmm. He came down to NXT to referee the match for Charlotte. I like that. I think that's a very nice touch.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I don't know, like, the little ins and outs stories like you, so, like, that just add to it. I like that.
And I think even... Still, he probably does do a lot of Charlotte's big matches in WWE. I haven't paid attention, but I bet if you go through the last decade, a lot of those big matches for Charlotte are probably done by Charles Robinson.
So they could bring that back, where Charles comes out dressed as her, and then rigs the matches.
That's right. And I look forward to that day.
I do too, honestly.
Little Charlotte.
Unless
his name is Charles, so Little Charles.
Oh my God.
Little Charlie.
Wait.
Charlotte.
This is perfect.
Charlotte's music starts. It's a techno version of... What is that piece of music called? It's like something... I can't remember.
The flight... No, I know.
It's from 2001.
I know, I was about to look it up. Oh God. Okay.
Zarathustra.
Yeah, there you go.
That wonderful piece of music. But hers is like a techno beat. It's like... So she comes out. She waits for Rick. The crowd woos as he comes out. He does his typical Ric Flair strut on the ramp. Behind her down the ramp. I don't remember her doing this as part of her entrance, but maybe it's just because I haven't watched these in a while. She does this thing where she, like...
Flips?
Does, like, she does this, like, you go girl with her hand first.
Oh, does she?
And, like, tells Rick to do it, too, at the top of the ramp. And then, she does the cartwheel because she's a gymnast.
Maybe that was, like, old Charlotte.
I think it was, like, she would, like, woo when she would do that,
like,
maybe.
Woo!
Yeah.
Charlotte woo.
That's a skill, being able to do the Ric Flair woo. You gotta...
It's so fun.
Not many people can pull that off. I cannot do it. I could definitely not do it today.
You can't do it right now.
She has not quite figured out her type of swagger yet. She's very green, very, very green, but very athletic. Mm-hmm. But she doesn't quite have the character down yet. Natalya comes out, basically the Bret Hart's daughter, not Anvil's at this point. Just to emphasize the point, and maybe it's something with, like, Natalya's face, or, like, how she, like, presents her emotions. Because, like, the way that she, like, waves Bret in is so, like, performative. It's, like, so, like, my uncle's here. Like, he's more important than me. Like, it's just bizarre.
Well, I mean, they are all performers. That is kind of their deal. I think hers just feels like a stage performance because it's very exaggerated. Yes. I think that's what it is.
Yes, it's exaggerated.
So you can see what's happening.
There's no subtlety.
No.
Mm-hmm. It feels fake.
It feels faker.
Yeah, it feels faker. Bret comes out and the crowd cheers. Bret following, clearly not wanting to be there. He's wearing like a button-down shirt and jeans. He's like, oh, I really wanted to just stay at home. Kid made me come all the way to Florida, I guess, for my stupid niece. Doing this favor for Natty. Rick was probably like, come on, Brett! Come on! Come on, it'll be fun!
Yeah!
We'll go out and get some,
We'll
get some sea breezes. Bret Hart, Rachel...
I bet he had a jacket, and he's like, I'm not wearing this damn thing. Like a sports jacket. I just feel like he untucked his shirt, said, screw this, I'm not wearing the sports jacket, I'm not wearing a tie.
Triple H told me I'm supposed to wear a sports jacket, and I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing
it. I'm not going to do it. I don't like him.
That's what I would imagine. He's
I don't
such
like
an
him.
ass. That's what I would expect.
Bret put on the jacket. They did a whole They Live
that's
fight
why.
in the back.
That's why they had all that stuff happening in the ring. Is him and Triple H were
him and
just
Triple H
yelling
were
at each
fighting
other
about
a
yes,
jacket, and then he
yes.
ripped it.
That's right.
Like he rips it.
Yep. I think you're right, Rachel. That makes a lot of sense. Natty gets right up in Charlotte's face and woos. And then Brandy does the introduction. They introduce Charlotte as just Charlotte, not Charlotte Flair. That was surprising.
Yeah, that's interesting.
They definitely go back and forth if they call her Natty Neidhart or Natalya, but they've stuck with Charlotte Flair forever. So I don't know if they were just not comfortable. Maybe she wasn't comfortable yet with using the name, and this is
fully?
them easing into it. Yeah. It's almost like they don't trust the women to sell this match themselves.
Considering they had to bring out their relatives for it, when other wrestlers don't typically need to have their relative there to enhance
and I guess
it
is because they're just trying to sell this as super big Flair versus Neidhart and sell that on Charlotte. But one of them is fucking Charlotte Flair. They have forced her to the moon.
Right.
You're not letting her stand on her own. It's very strange. The bell rings. The announcers talk about their legacies, which I guess is the story here, is the legacy of the Flairs and the Harts. The match should be, and it is, they do a decent job of doing this at the beginning here, Natty big sistering her the whole time.
Yeah.
Upstaging her in the wrestling and upstaging her in the grappling, because she's like, I've been doing this forever. You don't know what the fuck you're doing yet.
Right.
I'm just going to out mat wrestle you, and eventually you're just going to give. Because she even does the little slap on the back or slap on the head thing at one point when they're grappling around on the ground. I know Tyson Kidd does the same thing in the next match, which we'll talk about how I have a little bit of a problem with the fact that these 3 matches in a row are kind of the exact same
match. Yeah.
Oh, here we go, Rachel. I just wrote this in my notes. I always thought Natty was too damn corny and too prescripted.
Yep.
In the ring. So there you go. Too prescripted.
I see it.
There's dueling chants for Natalya and Charlotte. Regal is putting over the old men, putting over how much Bret and Rick did, and I wanted to be like, Regal, the girls, put them over.
You know that's what they told him to talk about, though.
I know.
They have it in his notes. His notes said mention the men.
They grapple more.
I feel like he would talk more about the women than.
Well, that's what I thought was so
it's
odd
weird
about it.
that they were like, no, you have to talk about them. Especially
because if you want to talk about them, they have to feature in the match
and do something, not just stand there.
And spoiler alert, they don't do anything.
They don't do anything. They don't even fight each other. They do nothing.
This whole match, by the way, and I don't know, I've got it in my notes somewhere, but I'll say it. It feels like they put it together. It feels like Bret and Rick scripted the match out.
I could see it. That's
just from the way that they're doing the grappling and then the chops and the submissions. It feels like a match the two of them lined out for the girls. And I bet part of it was we don't want to get involved because we want to make it about them. Rick is such a mark for his daughter.
Right. Absolutely.
And Bret Hart wants it always to be on the focus on the women or on the wrestlers.
Right.
So I could see maybe they did have a plan for them to interfere or do something and they were like, no, because that takes away from them.
And we can't do that. Especially when they're just so proud of them. 100%
it's pure speculation.
Believe
but I could see
the
that
speculation.
Being the case.
Oh, that's my headcanon. Is that they were a part of choreographing it, but didn't want to.
It does not feel like they put this together.
Yeah, I could see that.
Natty gets Charlotte in a headlock, and Regal says Natalya has the experience advantage, and somehow Saxton is able to disagree about this. He says that Natalya is still told him that she's nervous about this match, and being nervous about it will take away all of the advantage that she has with the experience. And Regal concedes that that's a good point, and I was like, I don't know if I quite bought that one. Like, I get that they're trying to, like, put them on an even keel, but being nervous takes away all of the experience, but wouldn't Charlotte also be nervous? Why would Charlotte not be nervous?
Yeah, I don't really understand.
Natty is being way too liberal in giving instructions to Charlotte. Because she has Charlotte in a leg lock, and you see her tell her the next, like, 5 moves.
Yeah, you do kind of see, like, a whisper. And I'm wondering if she thought, it'll just look like I'm smack talking.
Yeah, it just looks like trash talk is probably what you're supposed to think as the viewer.
Like, you gotta do this next, okay. And then she,
but
like,
she's actually
moves
saying,
back.
like, stand up, clothesline, duck to, back flip, headlock. Yep. Then we get a submission hold on the ankles onto Charlotte, but she reverses to a headlock. So just a lot of back and forth grappling, a lot of back and forth submission. At some point, Rachel, they're going back and forth with the headlocks and the submission holds, and one of their extensions falls out.
Oh, does it? I don't even think I noticed that. I assume the ref grabbed it, but
the ref, Charles Robinson grabs it and, like, throws it onto the floor.
Yeah.
Not before the rest of the crowd sees it, though, and they start a weave chant.
I mean, that's what kind of happens, you know? If you're going to be grabbing each other's hair and whipping yourself, like, your head around, that's...
Well, I have always hated.
But that's
especially in the latter teens of that decade. They probably still do it. The amount of fucking extensions that these women would have in their hair when they wrestle was obnoxious. And, like, I get it, it's for girls want long hair. Like, it's not even the women... The wrestlers, like, probably for, like, little kid girls, like, they look like fucking My Little Pony. Like, I can specifically remember Sasha Banks having extensions that went down to her fucking ass. And it was like, Sasha, you do not have that long of hair. I know those are extensions. And then they would, like, get all up in their face. So they would be doing moves, and you couldn't see the expressions on their face when they were, like, in submission holds and shit. And it was this is harming the product.
Hiding. That's how she should be hiding her, plays, though. You put the hair in front of your face for a second, and then you move it back.
The weave chant continues, and Brett walks over very slowly, and the crowd is pointing out the weave to them, and he clearly, like, kicks it under the ring to, like, get it out of the way. And that's kind of it. And then he, like, kind of, like, puts his, like, hands up, like, what are you gonna do, to the crowd, and then, like, walks back to his corner, because that's pretty much all he does the entire time.
Well, I think it was just because they were he might have been doing they're chanting it. He goes over and he hides it because he was getting annoyed by them. And instead of screaming at them, which I feel like he would do, he was like, I'm just gonna hide it, and if they shut up, good.
He's a professional, Rachel.
Oh, sure.
He is a professional.
Oh, please, like, he wouldn't turn around and tell him to fuck off.
Well, because that would bring attention to him,
exactly.
So
that's my point. That's my point. Yeah.
Charlotte gets on top while in a submission, but Natty breaks it, and Charlotte goes to the ropes. So eventually, Charlotte says nuts to this. She's out wrestling me, so she just slaps Natalya. And then Natalya gives a hard slap back. So now we've entered stage 2 of this kind of a match where it's like grapple, fight, build to a climax. Mm-hmm. It's a very, not boilerplate, but it is a very main event-y type match that you would see and you'll see repeated throughout wrestling history of, like, that kind of structure. A roll-up by Natalya gets 2, and then a knee from Flair. She chops her.
Yes.
And after Charlotte chops Natalya, Rick loses his goddamn mind and starts, like, wooing and just wooing his ass off into the ring. Like, he's, like, gonna climb in the ring, and, like, the ref has to stop him. It's great. Natty with a chop back.
Yeah, that's, like, the only time they draw attention to themselves was there, because then he, like, does his little, like, strut over to Brett and, like, points at him and woos
he points
again.
at him.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's, like,
you think something's gonna happen. Natty chops Charlotte, and then a whip to the corner, and a duck under by Natty, and then they fight in the corner. Natalya gets a sleeper hold in. Charlotte counters it with a backpack stunner, So she just kind of like jaw breaks her with the top of her head there, Rachel. Dangerous move, but it gets a 2. And then Charlotte gets a leg scissors on Natalya, but William Regal disagrees. It's not a leg scissors or a head scissors. It's a figure 4 headlock. That's a figure 4 headlock. A lot of people think that it's a head scissors, but it's actually a figure 4 headlock. And it was like, okay, clearly they want this to be like a Charlotte move of the figure 4 headlock. So he's like really
he's pushing it,
drowning that home. Yeah. To her credit, she has her legs slightly more in the figure 4 formation than a head scissors would be. So I guess so. Why not? Who gives a bill? She does one of the most popular moves today, the Devil's Kiss, in the middle of the ring. She just does it in this figure 4 headlock.
Just
one of the wrestlers today, Rachel.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, where she like slams her head.
Yeah.
It's her knees hitting the mat, but it gives the illusion of her slamming her head by picking it up with her knees and dropping her.
Yeah.
One of the wrestlers today, Stephanie Vaquer, does that, and like the crowd goes nuts for it. It's partially because the ring attire that she wears bears her ass pretty well.
Oh, figures.
So her thighs make it look like she's like really ramming this chick into the mat when she does it. But she's been doing it forever in Chile, and she did it in AEW a little bit too. And for whatever reason, the NXT and the WWE crowd were like, "Oh, sweet, lady's ass." So like it became this like signature move for her. But Charlotte just does it here out of nowhere, or like does it as just part of her repertoire.
Okay. I see.
She goes for it again, but
She's
Natalya
wearing, like, a
turns
dominatrix like tape around her ass and legs.
You looked up Stephanie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to see what you were talking about, and it's like, yeah, I see.
She's a good wrestler.
Oh, I could tell. You can kind of tell she is. You look at her, and you're just like, bet you're kind of fun to watch. No, that's the best way to describe, I think, WE. Everything is done for horniness versus actual technical like anything. It's all done for horny.
The women in WWE are probably better than the women in AEW top to bottom.
That's all he's got to say.
That's all I'm going to say. So Charlotte goes for the Devil's Kiss again, but this time Natalya turns it as Charlotte flips her with like her head. This is actually pretty good. It shows incredible unrealistic leg strength where Charlotte's like able to like literally like Hurricane Rana her from like the mat. But that only gets a 2. Dueling abdominal stretches by the girls.
Back and forth. They just keep swinging around each other.
Natalya pulls Charlotte's leg up in the abdominal stretch for a minute here, using that gymnast body so it looks like Charlotte's really like stretched out.
Yeah, like she's like obviously holding it in a weird angle, but it's like, well, if you can stretch, you're good.
I like that though, because the hard
might
thing
as well
was always
use
that they would like hyperextend people and like stretch them beyond their limit. So like Charlotte has no limit, but she can make it look like you're being in pain.
You should use that to your advantage in these things. Like that's a great way to do it, is if you have that flexibility and you have that strength to do so, make it look awkward and like painful.
A butterfly suplex by Natalya. A clothesline, snap mare, stomp on the head. She runs back, and then so she's like fired up. She does all these moves in a row. She does another move that is helped by Charlotte being so flexible. She does this thing where Charlotte is down in a sitting position, and she steps on her back to push Charlotte down, like flat on the mat, and then runs against the ropes and then gives her like an elbow. Very nice. The crowd really into that one, but that only gets a 2 because Natalya was slow, or a dropkick. But that only gets a 2 because Natalya was slow to cover Charlotte after that exchange of moves. She whips Charlotte into the corner. Charlotte does the Harley race over the top of the ropes and lands on her feet on the outside. That is fun
because she like flips over it. It's fun. I like it.
Natty
she does a lot of flips. It's enjoyable.
She's
I like
the gymnast
flippy
background.
and all of that good stuff. I like it.
I like flippies. Natty elbows her off the apron, and then Regal says, "Let her get counted out because you'd win the title." Right? Like, wouldn't that just be the end of it? And I don't know, Rachel, because in a typical wrestling match, when one of them is already the champion, a count out, the belt does not change.
It wouldn't change.
But in this kind of a match where neither is the champion, it is for the belt, does a count out...
I feel like you'd have to redo the match.
Yeah, that would probably be what they would say.
Like,
no countouts, no disqualifications.
Right. That would be the biggest, like, blah, stupid way of, like, everybody like, what the hell? That really?
But
That's it?
If you put yourself in the world, though, as a wrestler, that would be the way to go.
Sure.
Because it's the easiest, like, just keep him outside the ring and win that fucking belt. Natty comes out, though. She does not wait.
You'd have
for
to make
Charlotte
it way more exciting, though. You can't just be like, well, just count it out. There'd have to be something to it.
You don't get paid for excitement. You get paid for wins. Okay?
Yeah, well.
Charlotte grabs Natalya by the boot as Natty tries to come out to get her, and then leg whips her.
I hope he said boot. I'm sorry.
Very
Continue on.
Charlotte goes to the top rope, has Natalya back in the ring, and goes to the top rope and goes for a moonsault, but she misses and hits the mat. And you know that she has not had many matches yet because the announcer... First, the crowd goes fucking apeshit for it. And the announcers go, they've never seen Charlotte do that. Now, 12 years after this match at the time of this recording, I have seen Charlotte Flair do a moonsault in like 80% of her fucking matches.
She moonsaults like every single day. What do you mean?
So it's just funny to see like this be like the first time she did it.
Right.
The crowd chants, "This is awesome." Brett encourages it. He's beating the mat to encourage them to chant. A discus lariat by Natty gets 2, and then Natalya goes for the sharpshooter. Natalya has always posed too long before doing the sharpshooter, because she'll like lift somebody's legs, she'll go to step through, and she'll just
yeah
to the crowd, and it's like, just fucking do it.
She hams everything up. She's a ham.
Yes. She's a ham.
She's a ham.
A big glazed honey baked ham is Natalya Neidhart.
Sounds delicious.
And if anyone wants to make a t-shirt with Natalya as a honey baked ham, I think that would be appropriate. Charlotte is in the sharpshooter. She tries to get herself to the ropes. Rick is encouraging her to get to the ropes. He's having a conniption. But then Natalya pulls her back to the center of the ring, rolls it into a leg lock, does Charlotte, and then it turns into a figure 4. So Charlotte has like rolled Natalya, like been able to get Natalya on the ground and repositioned the legs to get Natalya into a figure 4. It was a little odd that was able to work, but they do a decent job of it.
Yeah, sometimes with those awkward back and forths of just kind of like flippity, you're like, wait, how did you how did you manage that one?
Rachel.
Yeah.
Do you recall how to counter a figure 4?
Oh God, we used to do this. So as kids, we actually would do this to each other.
As adults,
you just had to like lift yourself up. There was something with lifting yourself up or like flipping around. Because if you could roll over, then you can just like roll them down.
The pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for that, but the whole kayfabe, since the dawn of professional wrestling, whenever the figure 4 was made, the reversal for the figure 4 is to roll onto your stomach.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it puts too much pressure on your knees and back, and that's why like you can be pinned from that submission.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at one point in this figure 4, Natalya reverses for a moment and gets onto her stomach. So that should put the pressure onto Charlotte. And then Charlotte should try to be going for the ropes. But then they roll back to the middle of the ring. And now they're both on their backs again. Rachel, who should have the advantage at this point in the hold?
If they're both on their back?
Yeah. Then Natalya put them on their stomachs. So then Natalya had it.
Yeah.
And then they go back to their backs.
Well, so then it should be Charlotte again.
Correct.
So what, does Natalya have it at this point? Is that what
Why do they act?
They both
like
act like
Natalya.
They're in pain. Like the whole time.
Yeah. And you can kind of tell that the crowd is like, what the fuck are they doing? Because everyone that knows professional wrestling knows the rule about the figure 4. You can't tell who has the advantage, and then the announcers are like, that I guess Natalya has somehow countered that. Now she has the figure 4. It's like they have to like cover for it.
It is a little weird. That part got confusing to me.
And Natalya doesn't convey that she's in pain. Charlotte does a little bit, but then they just start slapping each other. They completely fucked up this move. It took me out of the match. It actually took me out of the match because I was like, what did they think? What were they thinking? They fucked up what this should have been. Here's what I think this was supposed to be. Natalya goes onto her stomach. She's got Charlotte in pain.
Mm-hmm.
They both try to get to Charlotte tries to get to the rope. Natalya tries to roll back to the center of the ring to get herself back on her stomach, but in the center of the ring.
Yeah.
Charlotte stops it, gets back on her legs, and then they kind of roll like both a little bit. So then Charlotte does have the advantage.
Right.
But Natalya screams, so then Charlotte slaps her, and then they like slap each other, and then both roll to the ropes or get out of the hold.
Right.
Like a quick, like boom, 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 boom. Someone, I actually think it's Natalya because she does not convey that she's in pain. Forgot what the fuck they were doing because it doesn't make any sense.
Well, because I feel like
and then little Nate breaks the hold up,
right? Because then I think that's when Charlotte's like, okay, well, fine, I'll just fake I'm in pain because you're acting like
and then they start slapping each other. Yeah, it's like very strange.
Yeah.
Something went wrong there. I looked up some reviews of this in the week between when we did these. People were really praising this match. Nobody mentioned this spot, and I don't know how they didn't, because I was like, this was such a weird moment in this match.
Right.
Now the good part about this
rolls out and she like hangs her.
Yes,
on
and
the
that's
ropes.
really good. That's really good. That visual is really good.
Yeah. And then you can tell there that she should have the upper hand on their backs.
And she's got her in the... that's a move that, like, Hart would do. Remember when he did that to Stone Cold at WrestleMania, where he, like, tied his legs around the ring post and did that? Mm-hmm. So, it makes sense. Like, Charlotte is doing that to
do a move
Natty.
against her, right.
Charlotte throws Natty's knee into the steps. Charlotte gets back into the ring and does kind of a bad-looking sharpshooter. She, like, stares down Brett. She might even woo at him when she does it, but because Brett doesn't act, he doesn't like have like a why you little look on his face, which I think is what he should have done.
Yes.
But puts this kind of bad looking sharpshooter on Natalya.
Yeah, because she does give him a face. Like, she looks at him, like, specifically. Yeah. Like, I'm going to do this in front of you. And he's just like, dang it. Like, that's the look he gives. Like, he just purses his lips like he just ate a lemon. Like, okay, you gotta do
You're right.
something.
He is like, oh, why you Flair, like, I'll get you.
He should have been yelling to Natalya. Like, no, you can't, like, don't let her do it. Don't let her do it.
Yeah.
You can get out of it.
Charlotte has Natalya in the sharpshooter. She looked like she's going to tap, but she rolls and gets out of the hold. So you would expect that because Natalya should know how to reverse the sharpshooter. It's her family's move. Yeah. So it makes sense. But Flair kicks her off a little bit here, so like Natalya is like in a like kneeling position for a second, and Charlotte takes advantage and hits Bow Down to the Queen, which they changed the name of that move. I've always known it as Natural Selection. I don't remember them ever calling it Bow Down to the Queen, but there you go. It's her pinning finisher.
Mm-hmm.
She does like a somersault and slams the person's head down into the mat at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And that gets the 3, and Charlotte wins the match. Flair takes his jacket off. He celebrates on the outside. A slightly abrupt win for Charlotte.
It was an
but they
abrupt
did do a
win,
good crescendo.
Right.
They did a crescendo.
And then this whole thing afterwards, everybody just crying and hugging.
Oh my God.
It was so long.
Yeah, so they say the new NXT champion, the daughter of Ric Flair, Charlotte. Mm-hmm. So they're emphasizing that. A lot of thanks going around. Yeah, Brett and Rick get in the ring. They're all hugging each other.
They're crying.
She thanks Natalya, Charlotte does. Probably breaks kayfabe here by like thanking her for the match and everything.
Yes. And then they hug each other's man and...
Yeah, yeah, like Charlotte hugs Brett. I think all of that is too because they put the match together and they
I think it
was.
Off. I think it was like, okay, the weird look, we did it. They all did it together.
Charlotte's in tears. Rick's always in tears. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Oh my God.
He's just a very emotional man. It's fine.
You can never say he's
I
not
love
proud
it.
of his daughter.
No.
You can't say that.
Because I feel like everything that is all real. Like, that's just him.
He might be a drunken mess, sex pest, God knows what,
Probably.
but he is proud of his daughter.
Oh, absolutely.
And Charlotte is great. Like, make no mistake about it. Charlotte is a great wrestler. She may have done way too much work to herself and be
She didn't need to.
overpushed.
She so didn't need to.
She did
It's
not
just
need
a problem. It's a problem with just celebrities in general. Now, like nowadays,
Yes.
it's so much worse. It's so much worse.
Yes, it's very bad. And it looks bad, too.
It just
doesn't
looks
look
bad.
good.
No,
it would
none
be different
of
if
it looks
looked
good. No, they made themselves look uncanny. They might as well be robots. It's fine.
Well, they will be soon enough.
Soon enough, yeah. Sadly.
Regal says that Charlotte will be making waves for years to come. Rick continues to cry as Charlotte celebrates in the ring. She gets to even go back into the ring and pose. And then I do like this little moment when they're leaving. The microphone picks up Charlotte going, "Come hug me," to Rick.
Yeah.
Because, like, Rick's, like, letting her have, like, her moment. And she's like, "Just
no, like,
hug
come
me."
with me. Yeah.
So that was the match, Rachel. That was the women's match. It's a good match. It's a very, very solid match. I actually saw, I think Dave Meltzer gave it like 4 stars or something like that. It's not, to me, people really praised the match at the time, like looking at the reviews and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good match.
Yeah, it's
but
decent.
like there are those moments that take you out of it.
Right.
So like I could see though where like for the time, far and away something that people were not expecting from like the women's, roster at the time.
Oh, sure.
Like it's a 20-minute grappling submission.
It really is
match.
though.
Like so.
It's not
you
gonna
really
be
are not
that
expecting to
exciting.
get that. The crowd loved it
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't expect it to be that exciting.
for the women at the time. So then we move on to our main event here. Neville. The camera is on the floor as he walks out of the locker room. It's a nice like shot to like have him come out.
I don't think men should wear white underpants in the ring.
Yeah, was he going for the Bo Dallas or what? Here,
I really don't think.
There's enough silver on the pants to like not make it so he doesn't have the tighty whities.
It ends up looking like tighty whities or a diaper. You can't wear white. You gotta wear something
Don't
else.
you think the idea though is like the white knight, like white cowboy,
I
white
bet.
hat?
But then make it shorts, because it just looks really bad as the banana hammock. You just can't do bicycle shorts. That's fine.
That's fine.
There's more space to do something.
I could wrestle in the bicycle shorts. I would not go out there in the tights.
No.
Would not do it.
No, I'd have pants. I'd have like the legging pants. I could do a sports bra, but I could not do like the little shit that
Those shorts that they
those
wear?
No,
Yeah.
they don't even. Sometimes it's just underwear. I just can't. It's just I'd be like pulling the wedgie
can't.
out of my
I
ass the
can't.
whole time. I don't want to be pulling wedgies.
We get a promo for the match. We see Neville winning the belt at Arrival. He looks so weird, not as Pac, with like his chin beard, soul patch thing, and not like the full beard and everything. It just
It does
doesn't
look
fit.
different. It does look he does look different.
So I guess
It's
in
incomplete.
between his match with Bo and this match with Tyson, he had a feud with one Brodus Clay, Rachel.
Yeah,
the
yes.
Funkasaurus. Funk is on a roll. Funk is on a roll. Brodus Clay was a terrible wrestler and an even worse political commentator. I think he has become a right-wing political commentator on some like sub Fox News channel, I think, is where he is nowadays.
Am I surprised? Anyways.
So I guess sometime in this Brodus Clay feud, Brodus knocked Neville's teeth out.
Oh.
And like Neville even says like I got my teeth put back in. So like he's got like dentures or something now. And like you could tell he's getting used to talking with them because he's got like kind of the lisp.
Sure.
He hasn't like figured out how to talk with the new teeth yet. So
That's
that
horrifying.
was interesting. That would be awful. And that's what happens when you wrestle somebody that's as bad as Brodus Clay. Wrestling Brodus Clay was one thing, wrestling Bo was another, but Tyson is different. Tyson Kidd is playing this cocky underachiever, is how I would describe his character, Rachel. He's very late 2000s wrestler coded, what Vince McMahon would want in a wrestler. Short hair, abs, built, generic. He looks like when you go to create a wrestler
he's
the video game.
He's the default.
He's the default.
He's default.
Yeah.
He's default wrestler. No, I agree. I see it.
That's what he looks like.
It's default
It's kind of what he wrestles like, too. Because, like, when he goes into the ring, he, like, does all of the moves that, like, Neville does. And then, like, he has big moves. Like, it's like default moves.
Honestly, can we just rename him Default?
Yeah, he could be Tyson Default Kid. Like,
yeah,
that's
I like
his,
that.
Yeah. Now, he was that way. I would say during this run that he has going back to NXT, he develops a character that works very well for him. And it is cocky underachiever. But he becomes a little more, like, evil as time goes on. And it happens in this match.
Mm-hmm.
He ends up becoming, like, a cat dad as well, because he always talks about his cats.
Amazing.
So, like, that's part of the character. Like, he actually he develops a personality, is what I'm trying to say. He becomes more than just default
character. We're so glad that you decided to actually go back into the character developer and, like, change it, you know? That's a good thing.
His career was tragically cut short. He broke his neck in, like, a year from this, and could not wrestle again.
Horrifying.
Like, it was done. Yeah.
Ooh, anytime any of them do anything to their necks, it just sounds so scary.
And it happens so much.
It happens so much.
Neville says that Tyson is desperate and is trying to use Neville as a springboard. So we go back to the arena. Cesaro and Christian are there to watch the fight for some reason. It was an odd pairing, I thought.
In like a suit.
Yeah, they're in suits and stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot that Christian would have been there in 2014, too. Like, so I don't know what he was doing.
Just hanging out, I guess.
Down the street. Tyson is backstage. Natalya hugs him as she comes back from her match, and he gives her his wedding ring.
Hugging.
Says, hang on to this. And he comes out to the most late 2000s WWE theme I've ever heard, Rachel. Da-da-da-da-dow, da-da-da-da-dow, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, because the future is now, and that's now. I got a path of destruction, and I'm here right now. It's like the most, like, generic, stupid, like,
we're
like
back to generic
crap.
Default.
It is.
He just doesn't
like,
have a
how did you expect
personality.
this guy to stand out? You gave him every generic bullshit thing you could think of.
They're like, what do we do with him? I don't know.
Oh, I would do it. I can't do Vince tonight, unfortunately.
I know.
Let's see. Who's next? Oh, okay.
Tyson Kid, huh?
Tyson, all right. Okay, well, let's see here. Let's see what you said. All right, you trained in the dungeon. You're a heart. Well, not exactly, sir. I'm married to Natalya. Oh, yes. I like Natalya. Well, let's see here. I'm going to be honest with you. I've got a lot of stuff on my plate right now. I've got at least 3 divas to inspect before the night is over here.
Ew.
And a lot of other things I need to get done here in the office. So, we're gonna give you a default theme music number 2, and you just go out there and you're fine. Like, find a pair of pants or whatever.
You know what? The stuff you trained with, just do those moves. That'll work.
Like, yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna do anything with you. So
you can figure it out
because you're a heart, and I really don't care. So you just go do whatever, and eventually I'll fire you, and that'll be fine. Okay.
Okie dokie.
What the hell are you still doing here? Why don't you get the hell out of here? In fact, go ask your wife to come in here.
Oh, God. Gross. Gross. Look, I don't even give a shit if it's a legend or not. He is a disgusting man. He's a disgusting man.
He is a disgusting man.
He is a hog beast.
And I have on good authority, has eaten 1,000 pancakes
in the
a
ring.
Day. Yes. Protein, those Kodiak pancakes with a lot of protein in them.
Protein.
You can eat a whole.
That's what it is.
A whole pile, a giant stack of them, and then go down to the gym and just clang and bang.
1,000 pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes. That's what I like to call them.
Pancakes.
Yeah. So anyway, Tyson gets into the ring, and the announcers ask, will he make his name here? Will he become the champion? Or will he forever simply be known as Natalya's husband? So I think the crowd was giving him grief for that. They would chant Natty's husband at him.
I mean, he is default, so at least that's something.
That's something, yeah. Neville comes zooming out wearing the Bo Dallas white trunks, like I said. Or like you said. Neville puts a mouth guard in to protect his fake teeth.
Yeah, as they probably should. They should be
should.
Be careful.
I think to this day he wears a mouth guard when he wrestles.
I remember him wearing a mouth guard. I always
remember him wearing the mouth guard. Yeah,
so that must be why.
Yeah, we never here's the origin story of Neville's mouth
felt
guard.
normal. I mean, he wears one, and Asuka wears a mouth guard. I've seen her wear mouth guards before.
I've seen her wear the mouth guard. I always wonder if that's because she does the mist. So that's where she keeps the mist.
Oh.
But I don't know.
I just kind of assumed she was protecting her.
I have seen her wear a mouth guard, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few that wear the mouth guards. I would. If I was a wrestler, I'd wear a mouth guard.
Oh my god. I'd have like the knee pads on, the mouth guard. Be covered.
Regal says when you come from a different country, you have to make a name for yourself. And he understands that because, like, Tyson, of course, is from Canada, Neville from England. So he's saying, like, he understands that, like, you're never as good. And, yeah, so Regal's saying, like, he came from a different country. You have to find a way to make yourself stand out. Mm-hmm. You have to do all this traveling. And, like, no matter how much, like, you made a name for yourself in your home country, now you go to a different country and the people don't know you at all. So now you have to, like, do it again. Mm-hmm. He's saying that's the challenge of these two had to overcome to get to this NXT Championship match.
So he's from Canada?
Tyson is, yeah.
They could have made him a Mountie.
They had the Mountie in the early 90s, Rachel.
Exactly. So they could have just leaned into it. Just lean into it. Just give him, like, the clothes or something. He has maple syrup. I don't know.
Bad. That would have been so terrible.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of it, honestly.
Okay. Well, when we do more GM mode, Rachel, I want you to.
I'm gonna get a character. I hope
Mountie.
There's gonna be somebody called the Mountie.
There's that lumberjack guy.
Lumberjack.
Yeah, you need to get that guy, Bill Burr or Tim Burr.
Tim
Burr. Yeah. They circle each other and lock up, floating around the ring. Tyson offers a handshake to Neville. Neville takes it. It gets intense as they talk to each other in the handshake, but they do release. So the match starts off with both of them being on respectable terms with each other. It's key. Tyson tries to get into Neville's head with a headlock, and it gets moved around back and forth to the headlock, and then into like an arm lock and an arm wringer and all this stuff. They're doing catch-as-catch-can style, very much like the previous match and the match before it. Tyson big boys him just to be a dick. Is able to like outmaneuver Neville, and he like pats him on the head.
Yes.
And the crowd goes, "Oh!" Ooh. So he's turning more into that cocky prick.
Yeah.
The announcers put some stock into the dungeon where Tyson trained, of course, where he probably met Natalya. They probably met when they were like little kids. Now that I think about it,
I could believe
it. Was like Tyson like a neighborhood like friend or something? Like, seems strange, but
he was like the high school football guy, and then
and he was trained.
And she was the cheerleader, and then they both trained to become wrestlers instead.
There you go.
I don't know. He looks like he would be that guy who peaked in high school. So that's why my brain went to that.
Yeah. Yeah, he does have peaked in high school written all over him. The haircut
I think
alone.
That might be why. It's the shape of his face and the haircut.
Yeah. It all just screams.
I peaked in high school.
I talk about my high school days. Yeah.
The only thing you would need is like a beer belly, and then that would just seal the deal.
Well, nowadays, I don't know. I doubt he has the beer belly, but because he's probably like 40-something now, so who knows?
Oh, fair, yeah.
At some point, someone starts a Natty's husband chant, but it gets thrown down by the NXT crowd. Some people try to start it, but the crowd kind of does not allow it to take over. So like clearly they're trying to be a little more respectful and not do it in the match. Neville does some flips to try to get out of the arm lock, but Tyson puts him back down, keeps him in that arm lock, and then Tyson backs into the ropes, and Neville is able to taunt him at this point because he's able to like flip her out of it. And Neville is like, okay, now what, asshole? Like, I can do what you thought that you were better at me then by like doing my flipping shit.
We like the flips. I'm just saying, get you out of things.
an arm drag by Neville, and more arm bars. That starts an arm bar chant because they're doing this a little too much for the NXT crowd's patience.
Yeah.
It's been the NXT crowd has watched 4 matches now, and like I said, they've all kind of have a similar feeling to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not unheard of that they'd be like, all right, guys, maybe don't do the exact same pace that the women just did.
Right.
Like, you need to do a little bit of variety for the crowd. Even if it would have been, start with the Sami and Tyler match first. Then do the other 2 matches, or put Sami and Tyler after Adam Rose and then do the tag match.
Yeah, kind of break it up a little bit.
Break these up a little bit. I actually respect the fact that Triple H usually does, like, the big matches all in a row at the end. Like, he doesn't try to break it up the pace. I do respect that, but if you're going to have all 3 of them be similar in structure,
right,
you need to do a little bit of variety.
Yes.
Otherwise, change the structure. You know, do a slightly different structure. A good flip by Neville, he lands on his feet. So they both are, like, flipping around and stuff. They both go for drop kicks simultaneously. They don't hit each other because they both went for the drop kick, so they both missed, and then they both kip up at the exact same time. So they look like mirror images of each other, is how the story that they're telling here, Rachel, is that they're evenly matched, evenly fighting. They can do I can do what you can do, and you can do what I can do.
Right. I can.
Crowd
do what
gets
you
on.
Can do, you can do better.
Mm-hmm.
I can do anything better than you. Yeah.
That's the story.
That's the theme song of this match.
the crowd gets on its feet and cheers for this, and the 2 of them, like, stare each other down, trash talking at this point too, to, like, let the crowd kind of bask in that moment.
Yeah.
Regal says it's like wrestling yourself. Now, perhaps both of them can do the same moves, and I guess that is where it's like wrestling yourself. But I love that they're trying to, like, convey that this is like a mirror. When one guy is this shorter British guy with long hair, and the other one looks like default wrestler number 1.
Well,
Tyson
it's not about the looks; it's about the skill.
That's right. It's about the skill and the moves. I 100% agree. It's just funny that.
Yeah,
like,
no, I understand, because they would both kind of have a little bit of a different repertoire, anyways, because of their stature and the way that they could move.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they should have a little bit of different. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember Tyson Kidd wrestling like this specifically. I thought he was more of like a heart grappler.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he does some of these big moves like Neville does do, I was like, oh, I don't remember him doing that, because I would have thought that he would have been more mat-based submission style than the way that he wrestles in this match. It'll be interesting when we do future NXT stuff, seeing all of the stuff that he can do, because he can, like I said, it's almost like you just picked its default, give yourself the default moves. I can do the big moves, I can do the flips, I can do this, I can do submissions.
Yeah, that's fine. Just do a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Tyson gives Neville a big forearm as they stand there chewing each other out to, like, break that moment up. This continues to turn him further on the heel side because he, like, does it, like, you know, like, very aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
A whip into the corner by Kidd, and then he puts Neville into the Tree of Woe, just hanging him upside down by the legs in the turnbuckle. Regal says someone needs to check on Neville because he knows what it's like to get knocked by an elbow like that, and he could be loopy, could have, like, a concussion.
Yeah.
Some kicks to the back of Neville here. Tyson, like, lifts Neville up by the hair and then, like, punts him in the back. And it sounds really good because he's got the kick pads on.
Yeah.
And Neville's got a huge ass muscular back. So it's really is like it's a real good smack. Tyson goes to one corner and runs and drop kicks Neville in the face. It doesn't look as good. It looks like he, like, really, like, pauses before he would hit Neville in the face. They try to do the camera angle from the other side so you can't tell, but Tyson clearly, like, hits with his back first before he would have, like, hit Neville. In today's world, these fuckers would be just, like, pushing each other's fucking faces. They'd be, like, giving each other black eyes and shit.
Yeah, they got that timing a little crazier now.
Yeah, the amount of pain that these people put each other through.
Like, no.
They need to go. They need to make it safer. They need to make it
fuck
safer
around and
for
find
themselves.
out.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of each other on a weekly basis now.
I mean, if they can take it,
it's great. I do enjoy it because I have a bloodlust, but I really wish that they would not beat the shit out of each other like they do.
Is it just because they're trying to be more like MMA fighting?
Yes, and a lot of the Japanese and English, British style came over to the States.
Right.
And in Japan, they just
they wail on each other.
Wallop each other, yeah. So a lot of that came over here, so that got captured into the way that they wrestle.
Okay. Well, yeah, because then they're probably like, no, you actually have to hit them because there has to be a bruise the next day. I want you to show that you're actually hitting each other.
This needs to look real, damn it. Regal says that he's being... Okay, I don't know what I wrote here, Rachel.
Oh, no.
So I wrote an elbow by Kid knocks Neville down and then a headlock, and I wrote Regal says he's being scurved and is being suffered.
When you're a mat technician, this is called being scurved. When you're held on the mat and you're just tortured and your face is rubbed in the ground and you put in submission holds and you grind somebody down, which is what Tyson Kidd is going to do now because he's got that opening. Look, see, this is being scurved.
Oh, okay. So, like, he goes on this whole thing, scurved. At some point, he says, and I might have gotten the word wrong or written it down wrong, but he says that this word, like, he's scurved or something like that. And he explains that it's a word that, like, these old carny wrestlers would use to mean that he's suffering. Because he has him in the headlock, so he can't breathe, and he's suffering in the ring because, like, there's no way out. I liked it because it's such like a John Madden-y color commentator type thing to bring up.
Right.
Kid tells the ref to ask him if he's going to give up when he's just in this like headlock, which I always love. When it's the Chris Jericho used to do it all the time. He would just shout like ask him when he would like have him in like the most basic holds.
Well, they're always trying to make it way more like exciting and bigger than it is. That's the point of a commentator.
Yes, of course. And the point of the heels shouting like ask him is fun because no one's going to give up to that.
Right.
But a heel wants to get it over with as much as possible. Neville punches his way out of it, but a slingshot onto the top rope to Neville and then a drop kick to the outside. And then Tyson Kidd suicide dives into a flip to take out Neville. Very good move. Very big spot.
Oh, that's always a fun
there.
one. I do like those.
Mm-hmm. That gets a 2. Tyson knees him in the face, and then back to the headlock. The pace picks up here, though, and they both get cross bodies in the middle of the ring. So again, the story is that they're canceling each other out here by their big moves. They are thinking the same thing at the same time. Both of them are on their feet. Neville does takedowns and gets a couple of kicks and a low boot. So he does like a big boot, but he like does it while like Kid is like on the ground. So it's a low boot. That's how I phrased it.
No, it's a good way to explain it.
Neville goes to the second rope, and it looks like he's going to do something. But he can't do anything yet because Kid gets back up. So Neville gets off the ropes. He puts Kid in the Tree of Woe and does the knees to Kid's back. So he gets him back for the move earlier in the match. And then he does the drop kick. And Neville actually kind of outshines him on this thing because it looks a lot better than Tyson Kidd's. They don't even do it they do it from the same camera angle, but it looks like he actually hits him. Part of that is probably Tyson Kidd doing a good job of like making it look like he like got pushed back too, but I liked it. Neville goes to the outside. That gets some NXT chants. And a phenomenal forearm by Neville. That gets 2. Tyson goes to the top rope.
He goes to like, I think, hit him on the rope, then
he's gonna do a suicide drop himself or dive himself, but Tyson like climbs on the apron and like kicks him. Yeah, with his foot. It's actually a really good way, and the camera is really good because you think the way that they frame it, you think that he's going to do it, and then Tyson is there, and you didn't expect him to be there. And Neville does a really good job of making it look like he was going to dive. A lot of times when they don't go to do the dive because somebody's going to counter it, you can tell they slow up before they like go through the ropes. Neville doesn't really slow up. He like goes right up to the edge and then gets hit. So Tyson goes to the top rope, but Neville cuts him off. Mm-hmm. And you can like see Kid call for him to do it. He's like waiting up there for a while.
Well, I think because he was like he was acting like he was taunting him and all of this stuff.
Yeah, they do not like protect that though. Like him, like just standing there. So now they're both on the top ropes, and they're like vying for position to do like a superplex or whatever. What ends up happening is Kid tries to sunset flip Neville and that's like a power bomb almost. Like you do a somersault, and then you like push, like you pull the guy down with you, and like the guy's supposed to land on his back in like a power bomb position. But Neville, Rachel, does what?
Like springs off of the ropes and
It's ridiculous.
Backflips and then lands on his feet yelling at Kid.
It's
like,
pretty great.
It's actually really fun to see. It's like, where the hell did that come from? Like, he literally springboards off of the ropes.
I don't know if I've seen that move done a lot, and they should be doing that more. Like some of these springy guys should be doing that move, because it looks really sweet.
It's
when it
so
happens.
fun.
Tyson Kidd gives these really shocked, like, what's that? Like facial expressions to this. He runs directly at Neville, who gives him a pop-up powerbomb, sit-down powerbomb. It's got some huge impact. That only gets 2. Saxton does a shriek like the King, like Jerry the King Lawler would do. Go ahead and do it, Rachel, because I can't do the King shriek. That, wah!
Oh, the, ha! Ha!
Yeah. Yeah.
That?
Yeah, when that surprise,
he was like,
ha!
I can't believe what I just saw! That's what he did. Doing the King is so difficult.
King's hard, because he's got a high pitch.
He does. And he gets it higher when he's talking, and he's doing all that, and he gets really fast.
They both end up on the ropes, and this pretty cool move here, too. They're on the ropes, and Neville Russian leg sweeps him, so like both like bounce from the middle rope, and Neville like sides him off the ropes with the Russian leg sweep from the ropes. The crowd gives a polite Japanese-style clap for that one.
Beautiful. I always love those matches. Because they do.
Oh,
they do like these crazy,
the crowd,
polite,
the Japanese crowd, they'll just be like...
when they're excited,
something...
it's like
Well,
applause. It's
my
beautiful
favorite
applause.
is like if a really Kid did the Russian leg sweep. My bad. Yeah, if something really crazy happens, the crowd just goes, oh
yes, and then they applaud.
And then-
and it, I don't know. There's something about it. Just like it's fascinating. It's so fascinating.
Yes. It was a very clever move, that Russian leg sweep. I like that. The crowd stomps. They do the indie-style momentum stomps.
Yeah, those can be really fun, especially when you're there and you have the entire like earthquake of stomps happening.
And they got the crowd back into it, Rachel, because the crowd, for the most part, was kind of down at the beginning of the match. Now the crowd's completely into it. Kid goes to the top rope again. Neville stops him again. So he gets off, and Kid goes for a submission. He's trying to put him in like into a Boston Crab or something, but Neville rolls him up into a 2 count again. Tyson does some kicks. He hits a suplex. Neville fights out of it, or tries to fight out of the suplex.
Yes.
So then they both end up going over the top rope in the suplex position
He
to the
drops
outside.
him
That was
over the
pretty
ropes.
good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
They're laying there dead. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the
So
end of
then
the match.
they lay there dead for a while. The ref counts. The ref gets to a 9 count, and they both roll back into the ring. So you get the big like count out spot. That's always a good one. Did you notice the big fact sign, Rachel, in the crowd?
No. It just
Somebody
says
just
fact.
has a sign that says fact.
Is that?
That's because
okay. I was gonna ask.
Tyson, when he came back to NXT, he did a promo about like how I am one of the best wrestlers.
Fact.
I went to a WrestleMania. Fact. And I don't think he meant to get that over, but like the crowd would then like chant like fact, like a what chant almost at him.
Very Tyler Breeze. Do they need me? Yes. Are they distracted by me? Yes. All right. I like it. I like that. The fact. At least it's a personality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he definitely develops that. Mm-hmm. They hold on to each other to get back up to their feet as they like punch each other here. So they're doing like that, like they're exhausted. They're wailing on each other. They're throwing haymakers. They do some chops. Tyson gets Neville into a sharpshooter, but he can't quite get it. So he modifies it into kind of a pretty cool looking submission.
Yeah,
Regal says it's the dungeon lock, so it must be like some Hart family specialty. But Regal's like, he doesn't quite have it on. So I don't know if he doesn't have it in right, or like Regal knows like he's not going to like tap out, so he has to like cover like, he doesn't quite have it in.
It's not quite there. Well, he's just kicking him in the head though during it.
Oh, the stomps in the head are really good,
on
aren't they? And it looks good too.
It does. That actually looks like he's hitting him in the head.
Neville almost taps. He basically does, like when he's kicking him in the head. I wondered if it was like a stop it. You actually kicked me.
Oh, it might have been.
He does like tap the mat a little bit And then it looks like Neville is going to pass out, but he is able to grab the rope before he does. But what kind of damage has been done?
At least he can get
Tyson
his
looks
teeth
around.
knocked out, I guess.
I guess he's trying. I guess Tyson's trying to figure out what to do next because he's like looking around the arena.
Like, what now? What do I do?
So he kicks Neville between the ropes. He goes to the top rope again because he's got him like hung between the ropes now, and he gives him this big leg drop. I thought this looked good too, Rachel. This somersault leg drop. He like does a flip and does a leg drop on him.
Right.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That gets 2. So Tyson's like, what do I have to do to put this guy away?
Yeah, he's getting
So he
frustrated.
says, so he's like, okay, I'll go back to the top rope. I've got to like do a big move. So he goes back to the other rope. Neville gets up though, and he comes and he grabs his leg. Kid is able to like push him off. Neville gets back to the top rope. So now they're fighting
Yes.
with each other. But I did love that Kid has to keep repositioning his legs to like buy time. And this time he Hurricane Rana's Kid off. Kid ends up in position
great.
for the
It's a
move.
great
The crowd
move.
goes nuts. They know what's happening. Neville runs over to the other corner.
Everybody's
Red
up.
Arrow, also known as the Black Arrow. It's a great finisher.
It's
Gets
insane.
The 3,
He does
and
a
it's over.
flipping corkscrew in the air.
It's awesome.
It's crazy. This is awesome.
It's a great move. It's a great finisher. It really is. Neville has retained the championship. There's a sign in the crowd that says cast Neville in the next Hobbit.
Oh, I did see that, yes. He does look just like Keely or Feely or whatever the hell his name is from The Hobbit. So...
Well, you and I have always called him the one character from The Wall in Game of Thrones.
Also
too,
true.
So.
Also true. Because they have, like, the same eyes. He has
Yeah.
the same eyes.
Yeah, same face. Yeah, same facial structure.
Yeah.
And that is the end of the match. The crowd is a second fast on the 3. They count the 1 before the ref's hand goes down, and then they have to like wait for it, but they got there. And the ending kind of comes a little bit suddenly, but again, the crescendo and then the big move, the finisher, and you're good. Neville stands in the ring with the belt. There's smoke pyro for him. Tyson is in the corner. He's upset, of course, that he lost the match. They get a clear, like, you can tell that what they were trying to do, because they get a camera shot of Neville standing right underneath the NXT Takeover sign.
Yeah.
With him, like, holding the belt up. So you can tell that they were going to use that for, like, future promos and stuff. In the meantime, the music stops.
Well, because he hadn't even put on he had put it on, too, for a second. It didn't stay on. But he tried.
Oh, the belt? Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. He puts it on. Yeah. There's, like, a ton of time here. Like, a ton of, like, leftover time.
Yes.
Because Tyson didn't leave the ring yet. They always, like, plan these out, like, oh, something's going to happen because the music stopped. And they're both in the ring. It's like, okay, what's going to happen now?
Right.
I always love that because it's like, okay.
Okay.
So like there's a post-match thing. There's a post-match thing. Everybody shut up. Shut up. Everybody shut up. Neville tries to give Tyson his props. He extends his hand just like they did at the beginning of the match.
Yep.
But what happens, Rachel?
Tyson shoulder checks him and then walks
And
out of the
leaves.
ring.
That's right.
Yeah.
He does not give it back. Which, of course, as we discussed, the one thing that the NXT crowd cannot tolerate is poor sportsmanship.
That's actually kind of true.
It is true.
That is actually true.
And it actually fits into the
Double
story
crossing
of the...
and like poor sportsmanship. Oh, the NXT crowd
They
goes
do not
nuts.
like it. The NXT crowd does not like it. And it works because in the women's match, everyone was in the ring crying with each
Yeah.
other. So, like, now in this
It was
match...
all very
like,
sappy.
it works because it's, like, the exact opposite happens.
Mm-hmm.
Where Natalya's husband does not give him props for beating him. He's like, no, I Shawn Michaels has done this in, like, the past two. Like, I remember there's, like, a John Cena match where, like, Cena tries to shake Shawn's hand, and Shawn's, like...
No.
Waves him off or, like, rolls out of the ring, and he's like... But he says back, like, not today. Not today. Which, like, gives Shawn an out to be the good guy still, because he's just like, I can't. I'm too mad that I lost that match.
Don't even talk to me.
Like,
Don't
I'll
even
give
come
you
near
props
me.
later.
Mm-hmm.
But Tyson shoulder checks him.
Yeah.
You know, he, like, fuck you. Like, I know
Pretty
I'm better,
much.
kind of a
Absolutely. It's that bully tactic. Shoulder check.
Mm-hmm. Big no-no. Big no for NXT. But that's the end of the show. They kind of go off the air with Neville celebrating in the ring. Match is pretty good for the time,
Mm-hmm.
I thought, especially. It felt like real wrestling in 2014, for sure. In this time and age, it would be a good Raw match or a slightly slower Dynamite match. But at the time, that was probably like, holy shit.
Oh,
these
sure.
guys are doing these moves. And some of the stuff was very clever, and I actually thought was pretty good.
I agree.
But that's how they end the show, with Neville celebrating his victory. Rachel, it has taken us 2 recordings. It's taken me at least 1 voice, hopefully not a second, to get to this point. At the end, we have come to that time of the show where I will ask you, does NXT TakeOver have shelf life? Now, this is wrestling, so you could always make me go first if you really
I
want
might have
to preserve your opinion.
Yes.
You got me to?
Yes. Get the talking out of the way for you.
That's right. One thing I have to remember, why does WWE feel different than AEW? And its pace. The pace of WWE was very slow. And then the pace of NXT was faster. The pace of AEW is ultra fast.
Okay.
Compared to even NXT.
Yeah.
The pace of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Watching AEW now, which is more of what I watch because, like I said, I'm lapsed on WWE, I was like, wow, these matches take a little while to get going. And it's like, no, this is the style. This is an Americanized style of how these matches go.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good. You're just used to a different style a decade later where they've incorporated what the indies and what NXT was doing now, what we just watched, into wrestling. And this is kind of ground zero for that in NXT. Not ground zero, that was probably ROH, but like this is the next evolution of that. So when you watch an early NXT match, it feels a little odd. Some of it can. It is overall a fine little series of matches, but it's nothing to write home about. If you want to see Charlotte win her first title here, that's fine. It's a good match.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the best match of the night. Maybe the men's championship match was better, but they're like neck and neck there.
Yeah.
But honestly, nothing special. There's nothing on this show to come back to. It's a fine show. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing special about it. NXT Arrival had the Cesaro-Sami Zayn match, which is one of my favorite matches. Or it's on the list of matches that I will go back to and watch.
Right.
Nothing on this show is something I'm going to go back to and watch.
No.
And I've even got one on that Blu-ray. Like, I can watch the Charlotte... If you want to watch any of the matches, repeat them, get that Blu-ray, because the Charlotte-Natalya match is on it. For the time, it was super nice to have a show like this. That's just good wrestling, 2 hours, none of Vince's bullshit, none of TNA's bullshit, just good wrestling. Good American wrestling, because Lucha Underground and New Japan, of course, were light years ahead of them, but the good American wrestling. And truth be told, this doesn't have shelf life, because nothing really holds up classic enough to rewatch. Nothing historically important other than the Charlotte win is on the show. You could call the Charlotte win historic, so there that could be your way there. But nothing really super impressive. And for that reason, I'm going to say this does not have shelf life. None of the matches really have shelf life individually. No shelf life for me.
I agree with you. I feel like it was, when I watched it again, I was kind of like, okay, cool. There was some good moves, there was some like interesting stuff. There was a bunch of filler crap that, why is this happening?
Yes. Good call on that. The pacing of this show, some of the reviews said the pacing was good, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's so much filler.
Yeah, that, and I think that's what like kind of put me off probably more so, because it's like, yeah, the matches weren't like bad. They were fine. They were decent. We had good wrestlers wrestling, like you were saying. So it was like, yeah, that's great. I don't even know if I could call it historic for her win. I was like, but I guess this is the start of it, so I see why you're saying that. That's fair. I just kind of expect it now. I'm just like, yeah, well, yeah, she just goes on and does more crazy stuff that's better. That's
right.
More than this. So then I'm like, oh, well, I still don't even know if I would call it that. So I agree. I don't think it has shelf life, and not like individual matches, because they were all just kind of good. Yeah, this is good. Like, there you go. So I don't think it has shelf life, and that's my final word on that one.
NXT TakeOver, Rachel, cross that off the list. It is not on the shelf. However, this is why we're doing this way. It's the story of NXT. Will it build itself to have the shelf? Well, we're going to have to find out, because by the time that you all listen to this at home, it won't be on Peacock anymore.
No.
I'm assuming it'll be on YouTube still.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to find out where this is going to be the next time we want to do a WWE or an NXT show, because we just don't know what the future holds for
Wrestling.
this stuff. Yeah, and we might have to find other ways to find these shows, but maybe the next time we do a wrestling show, we have to step away from WWE, Rachel. Maybe we need to do something that's like, more exclusive, more top tier.
Okay.
More leading, more like top class, more I don't know, I can't think of the word. More premier, more privileged, more elite.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
we'll see.
we have to. It's a possibility.
Until next time, from the squared circle, I have been no-voiced Kevin.
And I've been Rambling Rachel?
Rambling Rachel is a good one. That's what if we had a morning show, you'd be called Rambling Rachel.
I think I would. If I was on radio.
Rambling Rachel in the morning.
Rachel.
Yeah. And this has been... Go ahead, Rachel. I'll let you do the Vince McMahon outro.
Shelf life. I don't know if I can do it.
Shelf
life.
Shelf life.
Shelf life. Oh yeah, I gotta do the Triple H. Shelf life.
We'll see you next time. Excellent.
Is my beauty a distraction for my opponents? Yes. Is it a distraction for the entire world? Again, yes.